Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Good morning. Yellow.
Man, Friday kicking off a big Super Bowl party weekend. What?
Are you going to a Super Bowl party, Ace?
No, I just mean we'll be. Everybody's gonna be in a good mood for the weekend because you got Friday, because you got the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. It's gonna be very exciting.
Hey, I thought about something, Ace. You can take this and run with it if you want. I don't need credit. But you know how we have different, our separate groups of fans, like the people who like you the best on the show and the people who like me the best.
Right.
And the people who like me the best, research has shown are way more intelligent than the ones who like you the best. And all of that stuff, blah, blah, we've been over a million times.
We've researched that, have we? I didn't do that research.
But you know how the kids will call their fan base, those kid entertainers will call their fan base something like... It started with Clay Aiken, and his fans were called the Claymates.
Yeah.
Yours should be called the Acists. Now, again, I don't need credit for it. Take it, run with it, enjoy.
Okay.
Aces.
Look at it, just a bunch of Acists out there.
I'm a hardcore acist.
Yeah.
I'm an unapologetic acist.
It could be problematic. We'll consider it, though. We'll take it into consideration.
Okay.
As I get the group together.
The group of fans.
Yeah.
The fan meetup.
We're gonna have dinner.
Yeah.
We're having dinner at Outback on Friday. Got a table for 6.
Well, let me know. I'll go pick all of them up in the back of my truck.
So, Alexis, do you get excited about the Super Bowl?
No, after Tom Brady left the Patriots, I kind of just quit football.
Okay, so unless it's the Patriots, you're not really.
Well, I'm not a fan of the Patriots anymore either, so I'm just kind of like, I didn't want to become a Bucs fan. I didn't want to admit that I had just been a Tom Brady fan because I thought I was a New England fan this whole time. So I was like, you know what, I just quit.
I like that. I thought I was a New England fan this whole time, and then once Tom Brady left, I realized not so much.
Yeah.
I quit football. You hung up your cleats.
Yeah, I did. I retired my jersey.
I quit football.
That's it. I'm done.
Sad day.
Yeah. So, I mean, I watched the game, but I'm not really that invested in it.
I wonder if there are other things like that. People I thought I was their fan, but I'm not, and I turned out not to be. I just changed my mind at some point.
So.
Not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of done that with Yellowstone.
Yeah, I feel like the same way. I haven't even finished the season.
Okay, you're right, because I really became disenchanted throughout this last season. Do I need 13-minute montages of cowboy stuff? No. You can set the scene with about 20
Unless they're
seconds.
shirtless and got muscles, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I didn't
Me too,
see
girl.
any of those. Yeah. Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Rihanna did a press conference yesterday to hype up her Super Bowl halftime show, the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show. She said there was 39 versions of the set list for the 13-minute performance she'll put on during the Super Bowl. 39 versions. Now, she's got almost 20 years of experience, so a lot of songs to sift through.
I wonder if that also means 39 versions means if they're counting, well, we could write this down. We could segue from this to this. That's one verse. Then they go, no, wait, go back. We'll do it again. It might be the same songs, just worked up in totally different order back and forth all the time.
Maybe. So
it's complicated putting together a set list.
Yeah, and she pointed out that it's 8 minutes to set up and take down the entire stage, 13-minute performance. No guests were announced, no surprise guest appearances. Going to affect her singing during the Super Bowl halftime show, or if she'll decide to lip sync it, who knows. But I'm excited about that one.
Usually the vocal is the only thing live.
Is that right?
Yeah, because they just don't have in 8 minutes. You can't get it set up, get the sound checked, and all that kind of stuff. So typically the vocal is the only live part. Now, I think Prince obviously demanded, he had live guitar and all that, but if you're doing one instrument, that's okay. But usually it's just live vocal.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't as much Prince as it was the rest of the royal family.
Right. Exactly.
It was about that, really.
They made the demands.
Yeah. And then she was asked about upcoming music. She said, musically, I'm feeling open. I'm feeling open to exploring and discovering and creating things that are new, things that are different, things that are off and weird. Might not ever make sense to my fans, but I want to have fun with music.
I like weird.
Yeah, good for her.
We like weird.
Did
I
she?
do.
And I didn't see this part of it yesterday. Did she say anything about a tour? Because there was a rumor
No,
she was
I
going to
haven't
announce a tour at this press conference, but I didn't see that. I figured I would have seen that somewhere.
No, I didn't see if she's going on tour, but that is I have heard that rumor.
That some type of a greatest hits type tour that she was going to go out on.
Yeah.
She also said that she's doing the halftime show to represent immigrants, black women, and her home country of Barbados. And she also wants to set an example for her son. So I guess that would mean that there will be nothing of a sexual nature done in any of these songs that she's going to be doing, if she's doing it to set an example for her son.
Maybe.
Wouldn't you think?
I'll be curious.
How
to
old
see.
is he? He's a toddler, right?
Yeah, he was just born last year, I
year or
think.
something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you say she got horse throat, not a horse face.
No, I would never say that.
Okay, good. Because I
Horse
think
face.
she's beautiful.
She's
Rihanna is beautiful.
absolutely beautiful. And that's the reason I do this show every morning. It's for immigrants, black women, and for whose son? Her son?
Yeah, her son and her home country of Barbados.
It's another thing me and Riri have in common. Love that. Today is National Umbrella Day. I don't use an umbrella. But there's evidence that they've been around for 4,000 years. There's evidence of umbrellas in ancient art and artifacts in Egypt, Greece, and China.
Because as soon as
China.
people figured it out, they decided, this being a wet thing is not cool. It's much better to be dry. Yes.
And it just so happens.
I just got to drag
It's
this.
raining where we are today.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, maybe. Not a coincidence. And then this story is just getting weirder by the day. And in the last 48 hours, there's been a lot of development around it. The rumor is out that Britney Spears' family and friends and manager and husband tried to stage an intervention for her that was supposed to take place on Tuesday. Somebody in her camp called it off. They were going to take her to a rented house, have her sit down with doctors, have her live in this house for a couple months. So they get her. The rumor is that she's having substance abuse issues as well as mental health issues. Said she's abusing caffeine and I believe Adderall. But obviously these are all rumors, and sources are saying it's like 2008 all over again. She's acting manic, and obviously this is not good. So it doesn't look like there's going to be no intervention happening.
Abusing caffeine.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. How do
Using
you do
caffeine.
that? You just drink coffee all day, every day?
She's been known to throw down a Red Bull or two in her time.
Yeah.
And they did say one of the things is that she's staying up all night and then going to sleep like in the morning after the sun is already up. So I guess you would sleep all day, then wake up and say, I have to get some caffeine going. And maybe she's drinking caffeine, ingesting caffeine somehow all night long to stay up.
I hope it's not true. That's
You really hope it's not true.
Yeah, I hope it's all just a fake, made-up story. Because
There are some celebrities,
Britney,
and this is
okay.
one for me. You're just like, it doesn't matter if she never does another thing. You just like, I just want her to be healthy and happy.
And have
That's
some
good.
peace in their
Yeah,
life
just-
after so much craziness.
Like, just have a little peace in your life. Just go off and enjoy your life and enjoy your money and just be happy. That would be nice to see.
not me. I want the album. Where is the album? Show me the album. No, I'm just teasing. Yeah, of course. Just praying for her, obviously. And those are a few things that are now trending.
A little bit of everything coming up in a second. More details on how you can win $10,000 from our charity Peyton's Promise. We've got, I guarantee you there's something here that's going to warm your heart in the next couple of minutes and make you laugh in delicious audio. Hang on.
Ace and TJ. Want to see your business on acetjtv? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Alexis has this what she describes as an old couple that she sees at her other job and how much she loves them and all that. And this morning she was putting in her daily email to us about what interesting has been going on in her life. this old couple, and she loves them, and they're so cool, and especially to be old and all. And then at the end, put, all right, it's been married 25 years. Okay. How old are these people that you call old? And they've been married for 25 years. So that's like a huge.
Well, I mean, they're retired.
Yeah.
So retired age.
So they must have gotten married when they were older.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like 60s.
Well, how long have you and Jody been married?
28.
28.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I don't take offense to it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care.
I didn't
But
think
it's
about
just
that.
interesting to me of what somebody's idea of old is.
Yeah. This
old
What makes them old.
This old couple. Mm-hmm. They're old.
So yeah, they could be on their second marriage or whatever. Because I mean, that's not, if somebody's in their 60s, being married 25 years is not that long.
Yeah.
How long have your parents been married, Riggins?
Over, I don't know.
Well, how old's your
30s.
brother?
My brother is 41. Oldest brother?
Yeah.
41.
Okay, so then they've been married at least 41 years.
Yeah, right.
Well, listen, the women in my family don't do very well at choosing men, so there's been multiple marriages and they last not very long. So 25 years to me is like an eternity.
But you said that 25 years of marriage though is like, okay, old people, I see you. Okay, all right. Meemaw and Peepaw.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I really am more sensitive to the feelings that y'all are putting out that may be feelings of hurt or anger or, disappointment, those kinds of things. And I want to nip it right in the bud to make sure that we get these feelings out of our bodies so we can continue to put forth the type of attitude and fun-loving show that the listeners have grown to adore over the years. So this morning, right before we as we say in the radio business, right before we crack the mic, Riggins said something was bothering him about Alexis and Rob, something they have done to wrong him, and we need to fix it. What did they do to you, Riggins?
They cut me out of the Game of Thrones podcast.
What?
They cut me out of the Game of Thrones podcast.
Cut him out?
Not only did you cut me out, and then
Wait, there was a Game of Thrones podcast that was supposed to happen between the three of you? I didn't even know about this.
no, just the two of them.
So how'd you get cut out?
So years ago, we did a Game of Thrones podcast, and
Yeah,
I said
I
this would
remember
be
that.
so much fun. I'll bring in Tech D Rob because he's a fan of the show, and then we had a woman that used to run our office named Tracy. She was also a fan, and we would discuss the episodes after they aired, and we loved it so much we said, let's turn this into a podcast. So for every episode, we would do a new podcast. This was years ago.
Yeah.
For the final season of Game of Thrones. It was great, and I had so much fun doing it. Really fun. And then yesterday, I'm getting ready to leave, and then I hear Alexis and Rob talking about like how they were going to get on a phone call together. And I said, "Oh, you guys are on a conference call? What are you doing?" And then sheepishly, Alexis goes, "Oh, we're going to do the Game of Thrones podcast," and like didn't even tell me.
Whoa.
Which is fine. Listen, my feelings were hurt at the time. I'm over it now, but I do think it's weird.
Yeah, but the thing is that Alexis didn't know you were part of the first one. That's all on Rob for
Right.
cutting you.
He's
Yeah.
But so we had mentioned it when we started talking about this new House of the Dragon show, and Riggins was like, "No, I don't think it's a good idea." So I didn't include him in that.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's fair.
But
don't
I
remember
also
that.
on Monday I asked you if you'd watched it, and you said you're going to watch it over the weekend. And so I was like, "All right, well he's not included then."
Yeah.
Cut me out. Just cut me out. My idea. And then I get cut out of it. You believe
Yeah.
this? But the fact that they didn't tell me, I mean, it would have been fine. I don't care. I mean, it's like my feelings aren't, I mean, they were hurt. But I could have gotten it over quickly. But they did it so secretly.
Yeah, like
let's talk
we're
about
doing
this. Yeah, to like purposely exclude me, I thought was a little hurtful, given that it's a show the three of us love.
Well, can I tell you something that's going to make you feel better?
I mean, that's fine.
Well, the universe was on your side yesterday because it did not allow us to record our episode of Game of Thrones podcast.
Oh, really?
Well, he's not going to want to do it now, no matter
Yeah,
what.
I mean, I'm not wanted.
Well, no,
It's
I'm not
fucking
saying he has to
clear.
be part of it, but you can take, you can be happy that it didn't work out
No, I'm
yesterday.
not going to take pleasure in and something bad happened.
Sounds like
Because that's the way she would be.
Yeah.
That's how she would look at it.
you're right.
She would look at it.
Yup.
I just wish they would have wanted me in the podcast.
Oh, we did.
We always want you in our podcast,
Yeah,
Riggins.
certainly didn't sound like it this time.
But we don't want to get rejected by you telling us, no, that's stupid. I'm not doing that.
I would never say that.
You know what it is, Riggins?
What?
Because I put on my psychologist hat here. I think they look at you as the favorite at work and all of that, and subconsciously even it's kind of like he doesn't need to be part of this because he's into everything. Ace and TJ always go to him for everything, and so almost like you are not one of the not one of them because you're kind of with us.
Teacher's pet.
Yeah, like more in a leadership role.
Okay.
And they don't. It's like inviting the boss to the party. They don't want to do that. So, I think that's probably what it is. A little jealousy.
Yep.
We're so jealous of all the responsibility Riggins has.
And they're still ripping me. I'm the one that gets sidelined, and then they lash out at me.
Well, now you know how it feels, Riggins.
When have I ever done that to you?
When I didn't get invited to your house.
Nobody
when
has
I didn't
been
go to
invited
dinner.
to his house.
When you guys went out to eat, all of y'all, and I didn't go. So now you know how
y'all.
it feels. Yeah.
I don't even know what you're
Remember we
talking
guys went to breakfast?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Ace and I went to breakfast with Riggins separately when we first moved the studio up here. And if you would have been around here, we would have said, "Come go with us to breakfast." But
Well,
you
no
weren't.
one told me to be around.
It wasn't
to
a
be
date.
asked.
It wasn't an RSVP situation where he had sent out invitations and stuff, or Evite as the kids call them.
Well, maybe you guys now will be a little bit more sensitive as to how it feels to be left out of things.
Yeah.
Why do I have to
I
suffer?
said you guys.
Well, listen.
Now you know how it feels.
You know how it feels. I just want to be your friend, Riggins, and you don't want to be my friend. So
Obviously,
now.
you don't. You didn't invite him to come do the podcast
I'm the one that got kicked out of the group.
that you started.
I started. It's my idea. And listen, I'm still going to listen to the Game of Thrones podcast whenever they do it. I'm probably going to enjoy it. I like talking about it. And it's fine if you don't want me to be a part of it. I get it. I don't get it, really.
But we do. I do want you.
But then why would you not even ask me?
I don't know, because the way he's acting right now, I don't know. Actually, I don't know
Listen,
if I
I
want him on.
can't.
His
It's
energy's
fine.
a little.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
You don't
That's
have time for that mess anyway.
The Ace and TJ
So we are going to give someone $10,000 to change their life. It's called First Quarter of the Rest of Your Life. But here's the thing. Like, I looked at our Twitter this morning at the Ace TJ Show, and somebody sent us the information on our Twitter. You got to go to acetj.com/first. It's acetj.com/first. And there's a little thing to fill out, and you'll tell us in there in 100 words or less how $10,000 would change your life, how you would use that $10,000 to change your life and set you up for a better life and future success. So that's important. You've got to go to that acetj.com/first, or you'll find it pinned at the top of all of our social media. So if you DM us that, we just ignore it and move on. Because we have this, it all has to be like in one particular form. So acetj.com/first to be a part of that. Also, up on our YouTube page today now is our live from the living room last night, where we revealed our baby name. And our baby is going to be named Dax, D-A-X. And there's a TikTok that Riggins just posted, I think, on our Facebook page as well that people can check out on our show Instagram, at the Ace TJ Show.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, thank you. His name is going to be Dax, and his middle name is Anthony, which is my middle name, my son's middle name, my dad's first name, and Amanda's biological father, it's his middle name.
Oh, that's cool.
So with one name, we were able to pull all sides of the family together. So it was really cool.
Right. And Ace's real first name is Ace is short for AC.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's AC Anthony.
AC. AC.
That's great. Oh my God. And you know who loves that more than anybody else? My wife will love that because she is obsessed with that whole Casey Anthony story, the trial and all that stuff, and the movie coming out and everything. So that's great. Sometimes it's just the dumbest things that make you laugh, and I find this to be very entertaining. There's a YouTube channel that until today or yesterday afternoon, I did not know anything about. And it's called Just Rolled In. And this is one of the things I think is so great about YouTube, that there's so many different things, and you'll discover something and be like, oh my God, I love this. It's just a montage of mechanics talking about different things. But in this one, this is a montage of mechanics talking about the sounds that their customers claim their cars make. And then you get to hear the sound for yourself to see if they're accurate or not. Okay? There are just 4 here.
Customer states, my vehicle sounds like an elephant.
It really does.
Customer states,
whenever I roll the driver window down, it sounds like somebody screaming.
Customer states, truck sounds like a snare drum.
Very good.
Customer states their vehicle is making farting noises.
But they're all surprisingly accurate.
Yeah, those are spot on.
I don't know why I found that so interesting. I just thought it was kind of cool. And there's a psychic. Have y'all heard this story about the TikTok psychic who's facing what they're calling a Doomsday lawsuit? So this psychic could be facing a really large judgment because she falsely accused a University of Idaho professor of being involved in the murders of those 4 college students in Idaho. Yeah. Her name is Ashley Gillard, a.k.a. Ashley Solves Mysteries. And the reason she's being sued is she ignored the defamation lawsuit when she got it. Just ignored it, which means you lose. Check this out.
I was working on a daily basis on my answer to the lawsuit regarding the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students. I wanted to detail what exactly happened. So I'm digging into my spiritual right brain to write that part, and I'm digging into my left brain to learn about the laws and how to respond to this lawsuit. Literally 30-something pages in. But because everything is happening at the same time, I was unable to answer within a 21-day period and therefore defaulted on the lawsuit.
What?
So her right brain and her left brain were both working so much, she just couldn't get it all together within 21 days. And I guess hiring an attorney never occurred to her.
This is a real person? Like, she's not kidding?
No, it's a real person. And she's being sued for millions of dollars. And I don't blame you. You go out on TikTok to several million people and say that I killed those 4 students. Yeah, I'm going to sue you.
Yeah. Then it's the professor at the school, you said?
Yeah, she falsely accused a University of Idaho professor.
Wow. Yeah, so it's not a joke, Alexis, but I mean, she does know that she's not psychic. And that's one thing. I mean, I don't know if she thinks it's a joke, but she knows that she's not psychic, I'm sure. If not, she need to go to the hospital.
Yeah. And there's a video that has been blowing up on Reddit. And I don't know. So I'm the only one that's gotten married recently because TJ's been married a long time. And my second marriage was a couple years ago. But I had to remember that now, because I don't think, and you weren't, and I wasn't in my first wedding, I wasn't mic'd. Now, everybody gets mic'd. I wore a little microphone for the video. This video has gone mega viral, all because this bride forgot that she was mic'd.
Excited to lose your virginity.
I have a mic.
Could you make out what she said?
Yeah.
Are you ready to lose your virginity tonight?
Yeah, I saw that and I thought she was just being like funny.
No,
like,
she wasn't
cute.
funny at all.
I have a mic. That's always going to be enshrined in our wedding video.
Yeah, he sounds like.
I just made a crass joke. I'm sorry.
What'd you say, TJ? What? What'd you say?
I don't know. What did I say?
Did you say he sounds like?
So they weren't in a church?
I think they were outside.
Okay. Whew. Well, you know what? That mic thing, I can kind of see that because when people get married, they act like that they've never spoken past, up to a person that's past 6 inches from them. I, Jerry Wayne Smith, take you, Anne Runyon, to be my lovely wedded wife. Okay. But then again, do we need to hear it?
No.
I would rather not hear it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. It's just between the two of them. That's the important thing, between the two of them and the Lord.
Right, especially if they write their own vows. I don't need to hear that.
It's never good.
Yeah, I don't like that.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It is surprising how fast things move these days. Yesterday's trend is today's, oh, you know what we used to do? This will be a lot of fun. Coming up next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to make.
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said hefe.
Why you me?
Why you on me?
On your laptop one time, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. 1 star.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. Is Ace TJ 5G?
So you're working really hard. You're, you're sad. You're feeling like you're not living your best life, as the kids say, because you're carrying around a bunch of extra weight. Well, it's time for you to really do something about it. And look, everybody knows it's hard. It's hard when you decide you lose weight to stick to it, and especially the older you get, the harder it is. So thank goodness there's Calitrin out there to help you. Now, Calitrin is a healthy way to lose weight. It's not a diet drug. It's not going to negatively affect any medication that you take already. It's not going to get your heart jumping and racing, and it's not any type of speed or anything like that. It's top quality collagen protein that promotes fat loss and lean muscle. It also is scientifically proven to help you get better sleep. That's right. So that's how you know it's not a diet drug and it's going to get your nerves on end, is because you take it before you go to bed. It's great. And this is the time to do it because there's a great special now. If you buy 3 months supply, you get 1 month free and then $30 off. So 3 months supply, get one free, $30 off. acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss. They have a great website. You're going to get all your questions answered right there. It's Calitrin.
This is not a big weekend for new stuff to be released because it's Super Bowl weekend and people are kind of preoccupied. You essentially lose Sunday. But Magic Mike's Last Dance is in theaters this weekend.
Oh, my God. I am still so torn up about that. It's
Rated
the last
R,
one.
third installment of the Magic Mike trilogy. Mike has retired from stripping. He's working as a bartender in Florida. That's where he meets Salma Hayek, who asked him to return to London to produce a stage play.
That ugly beast.
Yeah. Also,
Hayek.
the 25th anniversary re-release of Titanic. So you can watch Titanic in theaters. It's been remastered in 4K 3D for its 25th anniversary.
3D, that's what I needed.
Right.
Yeah.
4K 3D, baby.
Could you make it 3D for 3.5 hours?
And longer even. Could you put the unedited version out there?
Yeah, maybe the director's notes.
cut.
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl ratings are down. Super Bowl ratings peaked about 10 years ago, and they're slightly down. But again, with all the different ways that people watch and everything, it's still easily the biggest event of the year. But 50% of Americans say they will watch the Super Bowl this weekend. That would be about, if it pans out, would be about 165 million people that will watch the Super Bowl over the weekend. But 43% of people say they're not rooting for anybody.
Well, that can't be. You're not a football fan if you're not rooting for anybody by the end of the game, at least.
Yeah.
You're watching it. You got to like somebody better than the other.
Yeah, let's see.
Somebody's
30% of
cuter
people
than the
surveyed said they want the Kansas City Chiefs to win. 27% said Philadelphia, and 43% said they're not really rooting for anybody.
I would say Kansas City just because Philly fans are rude.
Yep. No,
They don't know how to act.
I like Baby Jalen,
I
Philadelphia's quarterback, but I can't root for Philadelphia teams.
Yeah, I like Jalen Hurts a lot.
I do like Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, well, there's a good reason.
Yeah.
Right?
So, see, she's torn.
Great example, Alexis.
And I like Patrick Mahomes' wife or girlfriend, whoever it is. People say they don't like her.
Yeah.
I love her and his brother.
His brother is one of the most, well, I shouldn't be sitting here talking about him. He's like 18 years old. I'm going to tell you, I call him the most annoying person on the planet, but he is. I don't know.
Stupid kid. He's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, Super Bowl kicks off at 6:30 on Sunday.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it means.
His faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence. Yeah. That's the same thing. Oh, are they pooping on themselves?
Yeah, they're like,
It's not
no,
It's really
what are
bad.
you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted, when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older.
Because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Wanna be like me, yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
I think it's always been this way, but with trends, now trends come and go faster than ever. There's always a new trend. A lot of them can be strange and kind of dangerous on social media, but these researchers in Toronto say that dry scooping is no exception. And it's taking pre-workout without diluting it in water. Now they point out this trend has kind of run its course. Like it's already, it was really hot among teens for a while, mainly teen boys who were going to work out. But I saw a lot of people doing it. There were people that weren't just teenagers.
In the mirror?
What?
What? I'm just kidding.
No, I couldn't do that. It's, no.
Makes your head hot.
Gross. Yeah. But they were talking about how this could be seriously affecting their health because the stuff is made to be diluted in water. You can get too much of it if you take it dry. And it's essentially you just take a scoop of pre-workout and just put it right into your mouth dry, before you work out. And it leads to all types of problems. But they point out the trend has we've already kind of moved off that trend. You don't see it that much anymore. About a year or two ago, you saw it all the time. It was everywhere.
And they always did it in the car.
Always in the car right before going into workout.
The gym.
No. So now you've already got. It seems to be pretty minor in comparison to things of the past. Like what? Some days there's going to be guys sitting around telling his kid, "Hey, we used to dry scoop pre-workout."
It's like, so what?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Dry scooping, not as bad, I wouldn't think. And I'm not an expert, so don't take me at my word for it. But I don't think it's not as bad as what is it? Whippets.
Oh,
Yeah, whippets, sure.
Which
the way she just said the affection, she just said that.
Like that's a real bad trend.
Yeah, very bad.
You know, the glow stick challenge where which was idiotic, where you'd bite into a glow stick, and because that stuff is really bad for you and dangerous.
Or the pods that they were like eating the pods.
Tide Pods. Thank God that came and went pretty fast.
Yeah, that was horrible.
So, what's something odd or bizarre that you used to do when you were a teenager that now you can say, we used to blank? And the beauty of this is it doesn't matter how old you are now as long as you're not currently a teenager. It works. You could be 21 and say, well, we used to eat Tide Pods.
I think that one made me laugh.
I mean, we used to do, I've talked about it before, Roman candle war, bottle rocket war, you know, and nobody ever thought, maybe we should wear some eye protection. We just got lucky. Nobody ever got hit in the face with water or anything like that.
It was a trend when we were young to ride through neighborhoods and one person in the car lean out the window and hit a mailbox with a baseball bat and then speed away.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
I know. It's also a federal offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But guilty of driving and hitting.
Sure. Yeah.
So what is it, whether it was some type of viral challenge or just something that kind of was the thing to do at the time? We used to blank. Again, the beauty of this is, doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you're not currently a teenager, you're in. At the Ace TJ Show. We'll get to him next.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, two megastars come together for one interview that would turn out to be the fourth most watched television show in American history, the biggest interview ever, and all because of a little skin controversy. Next.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 30 years ago today, February 10th, 1993. Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey to dispel the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, end quote. It was a 90-minute television interview where he said his, quote-unquote, whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigmentation called vitiligo. He also admitted that he'd had minor plastic surgery on his once very normal nose. 90 million people tuned in, making it the most watched television interview in history and the 4th most watched television show in American history, excluding Super Bowls. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. Ace TJ 5G.
Normally, at the top of the hour, we'd give you the hottest trending topics. It's a little different on Friday, but now trending, always sponsored by the Johnson Group. Whatever your cleaning needs are at your office building, at your medical building, doesn't make any difference. It's all the Johnson Group does, commercial cleaning, and they do it better than anybody else. acetj.com/clean to find out more about the Johnson Group.
So it's not often that Chick-fil-A introduces a new menu item, but after 5 years of tinkering with the recipe, a woman named Chef Stuart Tracy has been credited with designing the latest Chick-fil-A menu addition. That is the new Chick-fil-A cauliflower sandwich.
Et tu, Chick-fil-A. Et tu.
I mean, honestly.
Is it fried cauliflower?
It is fried.
Okay, because I do like fried cauliflower. Like buffalo cauliflower is good.
Yeah, but it's like buffalo cauliflower, but explain more, Riggins.
They point out that it's neither vegetarian nor vegan, because it includes egg and milk-based products. So it's not even a vegetarian sandwich. But it is a fried chunk or chunks of cauliflower. There's the picture. Mr. Todd's putting it up there for you.
How is it not a vegetarian sandwich?
Because it's got egg and milk in it.
I thought that was... Vegetarians can have eggs and milk, can't they? That's vegans
It's not
that can't
vegan,
have that. Yeah. They can't have any products from animals. Vegans can't. Those weird.
It just says it's not heralding the new cauliflower sandwich as either vegan or vegetarian friendly, as it includes egg and milk-based products, and according to MASH, will be prepared in the same cooking space as the company's chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
So you can't be vegetarian if it's cooked in the same oil.
Yeah.
Now, it looks just like, to give them credit, it looks like a regular, fried chicken sandwich.
And I mean, I like a fried cauliflower. I'll try it.
You choose that over a Chick-fil-A regular sandwich or the nuggets?
Of course not, but it's an option. Maybe one day I might want to try it.
Like if somebody showed up at your house with Chick-fil-A and they said, oh, they put one of these fried cauliflower sandwiches in here in place of something else. You're like, oh, I'll try that one.
Yeah, or I would have chicken nuggets as a side.
Right.
Said it's surprisingly juicy and tender considering it's been cooked twice. And it offers the same spicy, savory flavor as its poultry counterpart. No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, but it can't be. But it's not as it's not any healthier because it's been fried twice. The calorie and caloric intake would just be just as bad, if not worse.
Yeah, maybe less fat, but still not a lot.
We're under attack by cauliflower. I mean, stop trying to make it. For decades, no one liked cauliflower. And now it's in everything. It's in the pizza crust. It's in stupid Chick-fil-A sandwiches now. Cauliflower rice.
We're under attack from cauliflower.
We are. It sucks. It's not good.
Ace TJ 5G.
Need to do is go and watch go watch the episode from this week's edition of Fend for Yourselves, which is my cooking show, because the recipe this week, the dish, is a perfect dish for you to take to your party this weekend. It's a dip. It's a Mexican dip. That's easy, it's inexpensive, and delicious on our YouTube channel. And then that whole show is sponsored by Omaha Steaks. And Omaha Steaks, when you're talking about delicious, that ought to be their name, Omaha Delicious Steaks. But it's not. It's Omaha Steaks, and they have been the leader of gourmet steaks and food since 1917. So I think they know what they're doing by now. When you go to omahasteaks.com and you look around there and you pick out all the delicious stuff that you want delivered right to your front door, when you check out, use the promo code TJ, you'll get $30 off your entire order. And you can save up to 55% on select items that Omaha Steaks has picked out for you that other people love, their customer favorites. So it is just the perfect way to enjoy delicious, easy meals. And these steaks are aged perfectly. They're tender, they're juicy, as are the chicken breasts that they have, and the burgers and hot dogs and all. It's just fantastic all the way around. omahasteaks.com. Use the promo code TJ for $30 off at the checkout. Minimum order may be required.
We used to blank. No matter your age, as long as you're not a teenager, what was it that you used to do when you were a teenager that you look back now and maybe just kind of is embarrassing, or you realize that was really stupid? Like, I love this. Dylan DM'd us and said, teenagers from my time used to burn themselves with erasers for tattoos.
What? Burn themselves? Oh, just rubbing it back and forth over and over until it makes a...
Yeah. Also, we played a game where we would flick quarters at each other's knuckles on a flat table until somebody quit. It could get bloody.
Yeah, knuckles is a good game.
You ever do it just like when you're plucking each other's knuckles? That's how we started playing in elementary school until somebody quit. Whitney said we used to hike our thongs up so high above our low-rise jeans that we'd bend over often to show them off. She goes, now I'm 35 and grossed out by that.
The whale tail?
Yep.
Ew.
That's what it was called.
Brittany used to do that a lot, Brittany.
Yeah.
Wow, this guy said, a friend of mine had a pool table. One time, 3 of us used to turn out the lights and we'd throw darts in the dark. The only rule was not to throw at head level. If you were crawling around, that was on you. So no windows, completely dark. Just
throwing darts in the dark. That's a good one.
What?
Take an eye out.
Lisa on our Facebook page has a classic that I've heard of many times, and I think this is more of I know a lot of girls used to do this. We used to apply baby oil and lay on reflective blankets to tan. I know girls used to go to the high school because the bleachers at the high school were metal and reflective, and they'd go put on baby oil and lay out on the bleachers because they knew that would attract the most possible sun you could get.
Yeah, and some people used to put iodine in the baby oil, so they mix baby oil and iodine. And my sister-in-law pronounced it iodine, baby oil and iodine.
Iodine.
So we just roasted her for that.
What about we used to wear jelly bracelets that represented different levels of sexual experience. You remember that whole phenomenon for a while? Because I remember we talked about it on the show, like letting parents know, hey, the jelly bracelets mean something. And my wife sent me a message and said they used to put gum wrappers on their teeth.
For grills?
Oh, yeah.
To make it look like having a grill. And apparently,
Good for a pick.
she said it got completely out of control. That everybody teachers would get furious because half the class they got gum wrappers all over their teeth and they can't talk.
Do you ever take a big red wrapper and lick it and then put it on somebody's skin? It'll burn you.
It does.
Yeah, it burns like hell.
It will burn you?
Yeah, not send you to the hospital burn, but yeah, you lick the big red wrapper and you slap it on somebody's skin and then hold it there.
Yeah, I'd be more upset that somebody's saliva were on me.
Right, exactly, yeah. Gross.
Yeah, between that and a wet willy, TJ's always been anti anybody else's saliva on his body at some point.
Ugh. A wet willy will cause me to just start to flailing fists.
Rob, do you have anything that you look back on that you realize, like, man, that was something stupid we used to do? Because you don't strike me as being the outdoors type person, like to be out doing that kind of stuff.
No, I didn't do anything questionable.
Okay.
I was very sheltered.
Yeah. Not even those frosted tips?
That was not questionable. That was the thing to do.
And he got it done in his house.
Right.
My mom did hair, okay?
Yeah, but I'm just saying you didn't have to go outside for it.
Oh, yeah, he's not even joking about that.
No,
His mom did
yeah.
his hair right there. You didn't have to go out at all.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's the end of another week on the Ace and TJ Show. I'll do the week in review coming up next.
Hear the Ace and TJ Show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ Show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, 2 megastars come together for one interview that would turn out to be the 4th most watched television show in American history, the biggest interview ever, and all because of a little skin controversy. Next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help, because this is what they do. They are experts. They are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 30 years ago today, February 10th, 1993. Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey to dispel the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, end quote. It was a 90-minute television interview where he said his, quote-unquote, whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigmentation called vitiligo. He also admitted that he'd had minor plastic surgery on his once very normal nose. 90 million people tuned in, making it the most watched television interview in history and the 4th most watched television show in American history, excluding Super Bowls. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. Show then you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you're in the Lake Norman area and you want to reach people, it's very simple. Lake Norman Currents. The actual hard copy that's available in stores, online. It's great for marketing. It's great for getting the word out. And it's great for just being entertained. Lake Norman Currents, up to date on everything that is happening and everyone that's happening in the Lake Norman area. Go to lncurrents.com to get the details. lncurrents.com. You can read it online right there. lncurrents.com for Lake Norman Currents magazine.
You know, I don't consider myself this, but many, many people across this great land of ours called U.S. America consider me to be one of the world's most deep thinkers. You know, I'll carry that if that's what the masses want. But I was thinking last night that the only time I've ever been turned down for a date, I never got turned down for a date until I got married. And my wife turns me down when I ask her for a date.
Wow. What do you mean she turns you down when you ask her for a date?
Well, just like last night, I said, hey, tomorrow night, do you want to go out? You want to go out to dinner or have a date night? And she goes, no, I don't. I want to stay here. The weather's going to be bad or, you know, whatever.
No.
It's like, okay.
Wow.
I know.
But she wants to have a house date with you.
No, she doesn't.
Doesn't sound like it.
No.
I get it, though. It'd be like that sometimes.
You do be like that sometimes. Yeah. But I get, you know, I just think that it's you know, interesting.
Is it
and
hurtful?
She didn't even, not really. You know,
okay.
I mean, I'm used to it. You know, you build up a callus to it.
Thick skin.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, we don't have plans. And I guess, you know, she's likes me as a friend.
After all these years.
Because when I saw this thing this morning, it said one of the best ways to, you know, they've said it many, many times, and I knew one of the best ways to keep your marriage close and all is to make sure you have date nights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, she thinks it's too far gone to save it.
The weather's going to be bad.
Yeah, a date night's not going to do. Maybe it wasn't the weather's going to be bad. The weather's going to be bad Sunday. Maybe you can cook something Sunday. That's what she said.
Maybe you can cook something Sunday. That would count as your date night.
You try to woo me with something delicious.
Ace TJ 5G.
We are almost ready for the weekend review song, and the weekend review is sponsored by Calitrin. You need help losing weight? Calitrin is what you need. Go to acetj.com/weight loss. Yeah, just put that anywhere. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
You okay?
What was that?
That was my phone.
Oh.
It's all right.
Is it okay? Did it break?
No, it's good.
All right.
Ooh, yikes.
Everybody settle down now because this is an important time this week. Here we go. It is time to have the week.
Oh.
Settle down.
Time.
I was trying to figure out which way to go with this, and I went
President
nowhere.
Biden, it's the week in review.
Yeah, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show, reviewed for us in song. It is Riggins, and the week in review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Just a few more days to Valentine's Day, a holiday filled with love and wonder. Ladies, I'm overweight with crippling anxiety, but feel free to take a number. LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. Some say he's better than Kobe, but I can't. And considering that he's a Marxist, he should give those points to Kevin Durant.
Yes.
You know?
Share them.
Share them. Spread the wealth. LeBron. Disney announced Toy Story 5 is on the way. Rob was thrilled when he was told. I mean, I loved Toy Story when it came out, but I was roughly 8 years old.
This is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
We launched a $10,000 giveaway contest funded by our charity to make it fair. If you'd like to donate to our charity, just Venmo me and I'll get it there. Alexis's mom massaged her boyfriend, which may seem a little surprising because I've seen videos on the internet that weren't that tantalizing. Seems like a setup. It's the Super Bowl this weekend. It'll be interesting to see who wins. I mean, it won't be interesting to me because I'll be asleep before it begins. And
this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
They finally shot down that Chinese spy balloon. I don't know what that means. Hopefully they didn't see Sam Smith perform at the Grammys or we would have been blown to smithereens. Alexis loves that. I just want to tell somebody I'm going to blow him to smithereens.
Smithereens. I love that.
It's one of her biggest dreams. Madonna's face at the Grammys was discussed. She saw the comments and went ballistic. Maybe it's because those avatars look a little more realistic. And now Avatar 2 is the third biggest film in history. Avatar is what cinema is all about. Marvel movies are made for 40-year-olds with early onset gout. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review.
It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Ace just revealed their baby's name with just a little prodding and poking. The funnier thing is, yes, he's having a baby, and no, I am not joking. That's the joke. Today is National Umbrella Day, but an umbrella I won't do because I don't identify as Mary Poppins or Gene Kelly in 52. Facts. Big facts. It's also National Cream Cheese Brownie Day, which is something I've never ingested. It sounds like something you see on Urban Dictionary and might even get you arrested. And this is my song,
it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. All right. Yeah. Alexis, who's Gene Kelly?
Thanks.
I don't know.
I was like,
well, you were like, right on, that's right.
Well,
that's
I
right.
need the Mary Poppins one.
Singing in the Rain guy.
Oh, yeah, Singing in the Rain. Yeah, I knew it was some old person.
It's an old person. That's all.
There you go. I knew it was an old person.
So I got the context.
You did. You got the context and the convicts.
Both of them.
Both of them. Have any of y'all been getting messages from penitentiaries from fans?
No.
Alexis?
Yeah.
You number one with the convicts.
Okay, well, listen.
With the inmates.
And that's a
you
true
gotta
story.
go to penitentiary.
That is not even a joke.
All right, Riggins, one thing, I think I like the sound of your old guitar today better than that new one you have, that new one.
Yeah. This is my.
I love that.
I got this in college. This was a college graduation gift.
It's got a more rich tone to it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. It's a hummingbird.
I love that.
But they call it it's got a good richness.
Yeah.
Now, is that one more fancy than the other one? You got the Taylor one?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
And that's why you bring the other one in here, because you don't want anything to happen to that.
Yeah.
And is that the one that the crazy DJ from the station across the hall where we used to work picked up and just started playing, walking up and down, playing it as hard as he could?
When I had just gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riggins was freaking out.
Yeah.
And he was just a bit of a wild man, to put it conservatively.
Okay. Had a lot of questions thrown at you.
Yeah.
He might have been high
Mm-hmm.
at the time. Who knows?
All right. How bad of an influence do we make on not just our listeners, but on each other with just the things that we talk about, things that we say? Someone in our radio family in the room was negatively impacted by our influence yesterday, and we didn't even know it. I'll tell you about it coming up next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before.
Wait a minute.
At acetj.com or acetj.tv, you can hear and see the Ace and TJ show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her
Yeah.
yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands
Whatever.
that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to make.
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said Hefe.
Why you me?
Why you on me?
On your laptop one time, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Ew.
Go.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. One star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
All right. A lot of stuff going on these days. You know, who you can trust, who you can't trust. And I think it's pretty good when we, as the Ace and TJ company, as we know that Ace TJ Media is the only media you can trust. Now, Ace TJ Media is not the part of us where we're bringing you all the news and opinions and all of that. Ace TJ Media is where we bring you all of the spectacular production, audio, video, digital, and all for your business to get it branded and advertised. So if you want the best at a price that is probably would be, you know, what you would pay for the worst.
There you go.
Go to acetjmedia.com. We'll do something up for you. Hell yeah, we'll make your business hum.
That's our motto.
Yeah.
We'll do something up for you. Hell
we'll
yeah.
do something up for you.
I'm fascinated to find out, Alexis, you've always wanted to tell someone you're going to blow them to smithereens.
Yeah, it just seems like such a cool threat.
Just the word smithereens.
Yeah, like I'm gonna blow you to smithereens. Like, I mean, it's lit.
It's such an old word, though.
I know. That's why I love it.
So you don't actually want to blow someone to smithereens. You just want to tell them, hey, I'm going to blow you to smithereens.
No, I don't want to blow anyone up to smithereens.
With the threat.
Yeah, don't think that.
Yeah, never.
I know. Wouldn't think of it.
What other words are there that you're dying to use more often, like smithereens?
I like saying bamboozled. That's another good one. What else? Flabbergasted. That's another one of my favorite.
She loved doubloons.
Doubloons. I love doubloons.
Like spending doubloons. Let me count my doubloons.
Yeah. How many doubloons you have?
And droll.
I want a man with doubloons.
Yeah, she loved the word droll.
I like droll.
Droll, yeah.
Quite.
Yeah, it's quite droll.
You should start saying good day. That's one. Good day, sir.
Good
I
day.
said good day, sir.
But I mean, look at how your vocabulary has expanded in your time on the show with words like smithereens and flabbergasted and droll. And
I knew some of those words before I came here.
Did you? Okay.
Yep. Don't be trying to take credit. Mm-mm.
You know we taught you how to talk.
No.
You couldn't even speak English when you got here.
Yeah, okay.
It was
That's basically.
It's pretty much it. No, my point was I thought those were words that you just now have decided I need to start using this word more.
No, yeah, I've always heard them. It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
you know, I read books. They have words like that in books.
Wow. Okay. You read books.
Yeah. Ooh, bragger.
Yeah. Flex.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, two megastars come together for one interview that would turn out to be the fourth most watched television show in American history, the biggest interview ever, and all because of a little skin controversy. Next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help, because this is what they do. They are experts. They are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 30 years ago today, February 10th, 1993. Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey to dispel the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, end quote. It was a 90-minute television interview where he said his, quote-unquote, whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigmentation called vitiligo. He also admitted that he'd had minor plastic surgery on his once very normal nose. 90 million people tuned in, making it the most watched television interview in history and the 4th most watched television show in American history, excluding Super Bowls. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ.
Hey, if you're watching on our YouTubes right now, you'll be able to see kind of a radio, podcast, mukbang all at the same time going on. Ace is stuffing his face. he in there eating.
I'm starving, man.
So, yesterday was National Pizza Day, Leaning Tower of Pizza. And we talked about it, of course, and we talked about our great partnership with Papa John's and all of the stuff they have. I was talking about that new Parmesan crust pizza. It's so good and so forth and so on. And just, you know, pizza in general is very relatable to anyone in the conversation because pretty much everybody likes pizza. But evidently we talked about it a little too good yesterday because Alexis, who's trying to kind of, she's not going crazy and stuffing her face like you would think she would be right before diet starts on Monday. So she's been trying to ease into the healthy eating. Like she had turkey sausage this morning over there. And they're big pieces of turkey sausage.
They're very big, yeah.
Which is curious that you chose not to cut them and just pick it up with a fork and eat it like a sucker. But whatever. I mean, I guess you can't have everything, table manners and all. But what did you do yesterday and then blame it on us?
I was thinking about pizza all day, and I tried to deviate my thoughts. I really did. But I had to get pizza. So the last thing that I did before I went to sleep, I ate like 3 pieces. At least it was flatbread pizza, which I think is a little bit healthier. But I ate 3 pieces of flatbread pizza. I had bacon, pepperoni, and mozzarella cheese melted all over it.
Yeah.
Right before bed.
Well, I mean, that was not dinner. That was just right before bed, like a snack before bed.
Yeah, I got home late, so.
Because she had put it off, trying not to eat it through the day, and then right before she went to bed, she's like, I got a cave to it.
And you know what else I did too? I asked Jay, I called him and I said, it's National Pizza Day. We're talking about it on the radio. It'd be really nice if you wanted to bring me by a slice of pizza to work. And then he didn't do it, so then I called him mad that he didn't do it.
Oh, well. It's not the first time. One time when we had a lady working on our show named Monica, we used to get, every Friday, we would get deliveries from a restaurant group because we had advertisements for them. And one of them was a Mexican restaurant. She was trying not to eat, she was trying to eat healthy and be watching what she was eating and all. But we still got our Mexican delivery that came in that day. And she kept saying, I can't eat that. I go, it looks so good. And then, of course, when we're talking about it on the radio, we're talking about how good it is. Next thing you know, she's made a plate. She's got enchiladas on her plate, nachos, queso, the whole thing, and starts crying. While she's eating it, she started crying, like trying to laugh through crying, but it was such a big deal to her. She tried so hard not to eat that Mexican food that day and blamed it on us. But y'all kept making it sound so good, and you're all eating it, so I just couldn't. And it was more like, I can't believe I broke down and did this. She broke.
I get it, though, because I did not eat fast food like I do now, and I know that it's because of you guys.
Okay, so how did we force you to start having fast food?
Because that's all we talk about every single day, and we talk about all our favorite fast foods and what we would order, and so I'm weak. I just started eating it again, and I was never like that before.
So are you worried that when you go on this this diet that your boyfriend's making you go on, that we're going to be talking about fast food and it's going to be harder for you? You want us to stop talking about fattening things?
No, I'm just.
Would that help?
I'm getting used to like just trying to ignore y'all.
Okay, well that's good.
It's not really working so far.
Yeah, obviously it's not, because you're filling your face full of pizza right before as a midnight snack before you go to bed.
Tried.
That's fine.
That's one of the things I love so much about the Ace and TJ Radio family. They're very supportive. Like Coda, who's watching on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, acetjtv, that says, "Oh, that's the worst time to eat."
Yeah, I know, Coda. I know it's the worst time. I was trying to be strong all day, and I had a moment of weakness.
So who can relate to that? How have we been a bad influence on you? How has the Ace and TJ show, just from your perspective of being either just a listener or a screaming, raving, raging fan, which there are more of those than people who just consider themselves to be listeners. So how have we been a negative influence on you? Now, who would you say if people are going to say anybody, who would have been like individually the bad influence on them, the worst influence on their behavior?
A negative influence?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe Alexis, because she gets people off believing in, magic rocks and things like that.
Yeah.
How's that a bad influence?
I think
they need to go to the hospital.
I think though, in a roundabout way though, TJ, it could be you because with the cooking show and everything, you're always putting delicious foods out there and talking about delicious foods or drink creations that you.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be food at all. It could be other things. I know. I'm just telling the listeners and fans, screaming fans.
Tell people that they should blow up porch pirates. You say that. That's horrible influence.
She raises a valid point.
That's not a. Do they deserve better?
Still, don't go do
Going
that.
and stealing somebody's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not blow them to smithereens, as you say, but at least make them feel something to where they won't want to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
At least like having a cherry bomb go off, fireworks go off on them, or one landmine in the yard.
Okay.
I agree with it. That's not that negative.
All right, so what do you got? DM us or put it on the social medias. How are we a bad influence on you? Let's go.
The Ace and TJ show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ show. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands
Whatever.
that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said Hefe.
Why you me?
Why you on me?
On your laptop one time, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. 1 star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ. You can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If I may use an old radio cliche, we're looking to put 10 grand in your hand. That's right. It's the first quarter of the rest of your life. First quarter being the beginning of a game. The first quarter being the beginning of a fiscal, as in monetary year. This first quarter, somebody's going to get $10,000 from Peyton's Promise, our charity, provided it's going to change your life. So here's what you do. Go to acetj.com/first. That's acetj.com/first. And there you will find a little form that you have to fill out and tell us in 100 words or less why $10,000 and how $10,000 would change your life to set you up for future success and a better life. So acetj.com/first, or you can find it all pinned at the top of all of our social media. The first quarter of the rest of your life.
There's a survey out of the UK about the voted. They voted the worst place for a first date. Now we see these all the time, and it's usually about the same thing. Number 5 was a restaurant. Number 4, going to a parent's house. Number 3, staying at home. Number 2, McDonald's. Number 1, going to the movies. I don't believe the going to the movies is the worst first date.
Oh, that's a perfect
I think
first
people
date.
say that because they think they're supposed to say that, or they've heard it for years and all that. They say, because you can't talk in a movie. Okay, it depends on the movie. If somebody takes you to a movie that you like, or and it depends on whether or not you're likable or cute to begin with. If you're not, going to a movie is going to seem worse than it would if you're cute and interesting and fun. And number 3 is that's not the only thing you do for the night. You don't meet at the movie theater, say, hey, how are you? Walk in, watch a movie, and then like, all right, it was a nice time. Good to see you. Maybe we'll do it again sometime, and then go to your cars. You build in other activities around it.
But if anything, the movie gives you something to talk about when you grab some food or a drink or whatever afterwards. It's like you've got a building block on which to build a conversation.
Mm-hmm. So this is just another example of people saying something they think they're just supposed to say.
Yeah.
Like when women say that kissing somebody is more intimate than the relations with them. It's not true. They don't believe that. It started in the movie Pretty Woman, and then they all fell in for it. They think they're supposed to say that. And you can always test that out by imagining your husband or boyfriend coming up to you and saying, I made out with a coworker, or saying, I slept with a coworker. Which one are you going to react the worst over? I tend to say that it would probably be the latter, not the former.
One has a far better chance of being saved than the other.
Yeah.
Well, what about the other things on the list? Is McDonald's that bad for a first date? Probably.
Yeah.
Not a great first date.
Unless you're getting me a 20-piece chicken McNugget.
I get it. Going to a parent's house, you don't want to meet their parents like that. Sit around and talk to their parents on your first date. You can't get to know them at all.
I'm not. I don't believe in any of these, because if I took somebody to McDonald's on a first date, it would have been great. Because you got to know how to make it fun. You got to know. I would say, hey, look, let's go through McDonald's, get some whatever, and eat it in the parking lot, and get to know each other, and being funny and having a great personality, and being so handsome as I was when I was dating. That's all you got to have going for you.
That's
basically. That's it. No matter what else you do.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it means.
Faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence. Yeah. That's the same thing. Are they pooping?
Yeah, they're like,
It's not.
no,
really
what
bad.
are you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted, when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older.
Because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
The Ace and TJ app brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. Order online right now, papajohns.com. Try the new crispy parm pizza. Parmesan actually baked into their signature thin crust pizza. Delicious. papajohns.com.
Yeah, Rob said it's great.
So how have we been a bad influence on you? Alexis blames us for the fact that she eats fast food all the time because we're always talking about fast food. And then she blames us for her having a pizza right before she went to bed because we were talking about pizza yesterday on International Pizza Day or National Pizza Day. Kelly said, I randomly share Ace and TJ facts to non-listeners all the time, which often takes long setups and backstories, and it annoys them. I could see that.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Macy said, Riggins influences me to stay at home on Saturday and have a six-pack to myself.
God bless you.
Yeah. But if he were really a bad influence and you were following his lead, you'd be you'd stay at home on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and have a six-pack all to yourself.
Yeah.
So you need to step it up, Macy.
Yeah, the weekends would just be more than 6, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ace's wife said, Rob is a negative influence for me wanting to try all the latest fast food trends.
Well, Rob's influence is how we ended up ordering Papa John's the other night.
I also shared a new Dr. Pepper that she's on the lookout for.
Is it that strawberry?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody said if you mix that with Screwball peanut butter whiskey, it tastes like a chocolate-covered strawberry. I shouldn't have said that because there's already a run on those strawberry Dr. Peppers.
Well, mix it with what?
Peanut butter whiskey.
Oh.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that because I've been trying to find it. Now I won't be able to.
I can't find
Just
that
like I can't go to
Dr.
Destin anymore since I talked about how great it is to go on vacation when I would go there. And then now it's just overrun with people.
Yeah, that same type of stuff happens to me all the time.
That's what kind of influencer I am. And what was the other one you said, Alexis? You said when we went to the break earlier?
That you, TJ, have me calling everyone a Marxist or an indoctrinator all the time.
Now, this is supposed to be negative ways that we have influenced you.
Well.
That's a good way.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. So you can recognize that on your own? Or is that your boyfriend helping you with that too?
A lot of times I can recognize it on my own. Or I can say that's what TJ would call a Marxist.
Yeah, it's just like a random person crossing the street wearing Birkenstock.
Mm-hmm. I saw when we were driving to Greenville this past weekend, I saw a car with a bunch of stickers on it. And I said, TJ would say that those are huge liberals driving that car.
Was it a Subaru and it had 1,000 bumper stickers
Thousands
on it?
of them.
Yep. Yep. Because it's like always just trying to be seen and looked at, and I've got a message. I got something to say. Look at the back of my car.
Yep.
Okay. Well, look, I'm proud of that. It only took what, 3 years?
3 years.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So there is a lady that holds the Guinness Book of World Records for something. She's in Texas, and an online community reached out to her to help her be able to live with her Guinness Book of World Records record. Live a little easier. Let me put it this way. Alexis has a hard time finding these the clothing products and has to go looking for them in the kids department. This lady is the opposite of that. We'll explain it next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. Want to see your business on acetjtv? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using ACE Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at ACE Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
There's a 21-year-old guy that's been accused of running naked through the halls of a hotel in Des Moines, Iowa, threatening people with a plunger and pulling fire alarms, things of that nature. His name is Trevin Hill. And said he was just running through. One of the other guests was in the 18th floor stairwell, and he's got the plunger going after him, and he's yelling, "I'm gonna blank and get you! I'm gonna get you!"
God. Was he chasing someone or just yelling?
Yeah, just chasing after
everybody. Okay.
Other people too, according to the report. Trevin was not playing.
Trevin, put the plunger down. No, I didn't. Trevin Hill. What's up? In Iowa? I go to the University of Iowa. Oh, I'm a senior. Oh. Sometimes I like to get a little crazy, dude. Get naked and chase people around with plungers.
It doesn't say if Trevin was on the dope or not, or drunk.
Yeah, probably.
He's got to be something.
Yeah, Trevin, dude. Hell yeah. Trevin.
That's your favorite part of this whole story.
Trevin Hill, dude. Hello, my name's Trevin. Booking one room for the night.
His middle name is Wayne. Trevin Wayne Hill.
Trevin Wayne Hill doing GBs in the hotel bathroom and then just ripping all your clothes off and going nuts. Probably on an edible. A couple of edibles. I did 250 milligrams, dude. I'm flying. Ate a Wonka bar before I came here. Trevin.
What's a Wonka bar?
It's like a super high-powered edible. It's a Wonka bar. Space bar.
Yeah, but it's a nice hotel. The 18th floor of the Des Moines Marriott.
Yeah, I'm sure it was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but the best, dude. Yeah, you got to get it in check, man. What was he, 20?
21.
21? What are you doing? There's not a lot to do in Iowa, so he probably was just out of his mind.
But I don't know how somebody didn't just beat the crap out of him if he's running around with it, like one of the other guests or something. If he's running around threatening people. And
yeah, they might have just thought better of it just because of he appears to be out of it. He appears to be high.
But you also don't want to get that close to a naked man.
Right.
Yeah, that's
yeah. We'll call the cops.
What's her name? Lisa. Lisa said, she fat.
Lisa.
Brevity is the soul of wit, old Billy Shakespeare said. You know? Lisa's got it.
Lisa's answer, huh? She's fat.
2 words.
I like that.
Harsh.
Tremaine said, very simple answer. I got the last name. That alone makes me better.
Oh. That's on period, honey. Okay. I like that.
No cap.
Which I don't get that slang, because that shouldn't be a positive thing. It's never usually a positive thing when you say that. It's on period.
It's on period.
I know.
Stop trying to dissect everything and just like
gross.
take it. Okay.
It's kind of gross and vulgar.
What you're saying? Sometimes just go with it.
Just go with it. Like, why do you have to just like ruin everything?
Because it's gross and vulgar.
Oh my God.
You've ruined everything.
They ruin everything all the time. It's like you can't have any fun or say any cool things in this place.
You're a serial ruiner.
You cannot come into the Ace and TJ Show studio and say cool things.
You can't. It's like, nah. Hey, protector of the language. Me. Oh, God.
Yep. I'm like those guys with the big hats outside Buckingham Palace. I am not going to crumble.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
How could $10,000 change your life? Go to acetj.com/first and get all the information about our first quarter of the rest of your life contest. Show us how. Tell us how it would change your life, and hopefully how it would change other people's lives as well, in a good way. In a good way. I mean, you could change somebody's life by, walking up and severing one of their limbs, but that's not changing it in a good way.
We're kind of being about positivity here.
Yeah. This woman in Texas, her name is Tanya Herbert, and she holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest female feet. She's 6'9", wears a size 18 shoe. Buying shoes has always been an issue for her, especially dress shoes, and her only option has been men's shoes, but she recently talked about it on her TikTok. She was ticking and talking, and people told her to get in touch with a custom shoe company in Chicago called Mohop. They made her a pair of wedges and just did a pair of 4-inch heels for her. So when she wears those, she's 7'1".
She does not need heels.
Why not?
Everybody deserves heels. Well, at that point, what does it matter?
Right.
She's already towering over you, so wear the heels. Feel good.
So she's 6'9". Alexis is 4'10". How many feet difference is that? 3? That's 3 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite 3.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
It's like 2 Alexises.
Yeah,
So
Two Alexis's?
Alexis
That's
has to
lit.
go to the children's department to buy shoes to fit her. This lady got to go to the ski department to find shoes to fit her. Wow. But my question is, I mean, I think it's really a brave thing for a woman to step out and go, I think I have the biggest feet in the world, and not be ashamed of it and say, oh, I know I could probably break that record, but I'm not coming out in public declaring that. I think that's cool. And I wonder how many freaks out there online.
Oh my God, they love it.
Oh,
She's
She
got
could
big
probably
flip floppers.
She could make a fortune with those bigs.
Yeah.
Squash me.
Exactly.
That's what the comments, just 2 words, squash me.
Yeah.
She can make a lot of wine, stepping in on those grapes.
Good point.
But I mean, that is a huge foot.
An 18?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Like, how
I
would
wear
you give
9.
that a foot massage?
You'd have to put it on a table, like a massage table.
God.
Take 2 people.
Rob's a 15.
Yeah.
So
no, that's his hat size.
Everything, baby.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, most of the time women would be like, I don't want to talk about how big my feet are. It's source, but I mean, she's trying to find shoes. Yeah. Where's she going to be all dressed up? That's what I want to know. I want to see her all gussied up in a.
What do you mean? Just because she's
no,
tall,
I'm just saying. I'm saying. Is she going to events and things like that, or is it a nice dinner? I want to see, who she goes out with, that kind of thing.
Oh, I bet she can eat
Yeah,
a lot of food.
probably. Yeah.
Question: would you have a problem dating her?
No.
Like, I'm 6'4", so if she's 6'9", and with heels she's 7'1", I'm still 6'4". If she's hot and nice and cool, it wouldn't bother me that she's taller than me.
Climb you like the damn T-Dog. Like Crowder's Mountain. I climb you.
Would it bother you, Riggins?
No, not at
If
all.
she was that much taller? Would it bother you, TJ, to date her if she was that much taller?
Yeah, because I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference in that. It probably would not be someone that I'm physically attracted to. No.
Okay.
Why can't I say that? Just because it's a woman, I can't say I wouldn't be attracted to her.
You can sit on her lap. She can pinch her little cheeks.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be cute.
Take Santa photos, but the roles are reversed.
But I either like little stature women, or like bodybuilder Hulk like women.
Yeah,
those are the two. And so I don't know if she's all built like a superhero, then maybe. But if she's just tall and skinny or tall and wide, I'm not.
Those are her
be
shoes.
Attracted.
Oh, those are nice shoes.
No, you named Tanya Herbert.
Yeah,
you were meant
she
to
looks
be
like
a
a
big
Tanya Herbert. She a big old woman.
Oh, she like her name be Tanya Sherbert.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I'm just kidding. They said I didn't. I'm not even looking at her.
The Week in Review coming up next.
The Week in Review is sponsored by Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to find out more about Calotren. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
AceTJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, two megastars come together for one interview that would turn out to be the fourth most watched television show in American history, the biggest interview ever, and all because of a little skin controversy. Next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help, because this is what they do. They are experts. They are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
AceTJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 30 years ago today, February 10th, 1993. Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey to dispel the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, end quote. It was a 90-minute television interview where he said his, quote-unquote, whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigmentation called vitiligo. He also admitted that he'd had minor plastic surgery on his once very normal nose. 90 million people tuned in, making it the most watched television interview in history and the fourth most watched television show in American history, excluding Super Bowls. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Summer camp registration is now open at Gaston County Family YMCA. So if you have kids that are between the ages of 3 years through 9th grade, they offer all kinds of classes, gymnastics, swimming, traditional camp. So go and see what they have available. Get those kids enlisted in camp so you have a babysitter all summer. GastonYMCA.org.
It's also good for the children.
So, of course, they're going to be outside doing stuff, activities.
The way you made it sound. Get those kids in a camp.
Get those kids in the camp.
Get those kids in that camp.
And you got to do it now.
It's a big weekend. Obviously, Sunday is the Super Bowl. You know, Magic Mike 3 is out in the theaters. Titanic is out in the theater, back in the theaters again. We got some hot stuff hitting. There's that new Ashton Kutcher, Reese Witherspoon movie hitting Netflix that everybody's talking about. Riggins, What you into this weekend?
All of that.
Okay.
I'm just going to be streaming. I mean, you said a Titanic remake and a Ashton Kutcher Reese Witherspoon movie on Netflix?
What more could you ask for?
So I'm snorting it off the back of the toilet tank.
Paramore's got a new album out today. I mean, what more could you look for?
Yeah, I'm into all that.
Alexis, what you into this weekend?
Well, Rob just made my entire day because we both are into this show called The Last of Us, and usually it airs on Sunday, but because it's Super Bowl, it's going to air tonight. So I'm very excited about that. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay. Take D-Rob, what you into this weekend?
I don't know yet. I don't know what my plans are.
Well, are you still playing the board game?
No, because I got to wait for my cousin, and he's only off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
So, did y'all play yesterday?
No.
Okay.
I played the new Harry Potter game yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. I was jealous.
Yeah, I saw Rob posted on his Insta story. What, some type of Hogwarts?
I got my Hogwarts
He got the Hogwarts letter, and I've been waiting for mine my entire life.
Well, I did have to pay $70 to get my Hogwarts letter.
Yeah, so for $70, you're going to have a Hogwarts letter. What does that mean? You were accepted into Hogwarts?
Yeah, I thought you were asking Alaska. Sorry.
Oh, no. I was asking anybody who might know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sad.
TJ, what you into this weekend?
TJ and Jody's small town adventure, going somewhere and doing something that I have no idea what we're doing.
What have they kept it from you?
No, I just haven't. I've been busy. I haven't had time to ask even. I haven't even been interested.
Okay.
I know there's something about playing games somewhere or something, and it's right up my alley. So I did ask the question last night. All right, some people want to know what they can do while y'all are playing games.
What kind of games? Like Big Jenga or?
No, we're not.
Death games.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking like arcade games, kind of.
Oh,
that
that's
kind of
cool.
thing.
Yeah, that'd be
Maybe
fun.
I don't know, simulators of some
Pinball.
sort. Yeah, some people don't want to do that. But
Look for it Saturday on our Facebook page. That'd be fun.
Just you and us. This is ACetjtv.
Hey, it's Riggins from the Ace and TJ Show, reminding you that every Friday I do the Week in Review, which is sponsored by Calitrin. Learn more at acetj.com/weight-loss.
the weekend review is coming. Oh, it's coming fast. And when it gets here, you know that it's sponsored by Calitrin. Calitrin. You need help losing weight the healthy way? You don't want to be all jacked up all the time on some sort of stimulants? Then go to ACE.
Hey, it's Riggins from the Ace and TJ Show, reminding you that every Friday I do the Week in Review, which is sponsored by Calitrin. Learn more at acetj.com/weight-loss.
We are almost ready for the Weekend Review song, and the Weekend Review is sponsored by Calitrin. You need help losing weight? Calitrin is what you need. Go to acetj.com/weight-loss. Yeah,
Sorry.
just put that anywhere. acetj.com/weight loss for Calatrine.
You okay?
What was that?
That's my phone.
Oh.
It's all right.
Is it okay? Did it break?
No, it's good.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh, yikes.
Everybody settle down now because this is an important time this week. Here we go. It is time to have the week.
Oh.
Settle down.
Time.
I was trying to figure out which way to go with this, and I went
President
nowhere.
Biden, it's the week in review.
Yeah, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show, reviewed for us in song. It is Riggins, and the week in review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Just a few more days to Valentine's Day, a holiday filled with love and wonder. Ladies, I'm overweight with crippling anxiety, but feel free to take a number. LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. Some say he's better than Kobe, but I can't. And considering that he's a Marxist, he should give those points to Kevin Durant.
Yes.
You know?
Share them.
Share them. Spread the wealth. LeBron. Disney announced Toy Story 5 is on the way. Rob was thrilled when he was told. I mean, I loved Toy Story when it came out, but I was roughly 8 years old.
This is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
We launched a $10,000 giveaway contest funded by our charity to make it fair. If you'd like to donate to our charity, just Venmo me and I'll get it there. Alexis's mom massaged her boyfriend, which may seem a little surprising because I've seen videos on the internet that weren't that tantalizing. Seems like a setup. It's the Super Bowl this weekend. It'll be interesting to see who wins. I mean, it won't be interesting to me because I'll be asleep before it begins. And
this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
They finally shot down that Chinese spy balloon. I don't know what that means. Hopefully they didn't see Sam Smith perform at the Grammys or we would have been blown to smithereens. Alexis loves that. I just want to tell somebody I'm going to blow him to smithereens.
Smithereens. I love that.
It's one of her biggest dreams. Madonna's face at the Grammys was discussed. She saw the comments and went ballistic. Maybe it's because those avatars look a little more realistic. And now Avatar 2 is the third biggest film in history. Avatar is what cinema is all about. Marvel movies are made for 40-year-olds with early onset gout. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Ace just revealed their baby's name with just a little prodding and poking. The funnier thing is, yes, he's having a baby, and no, I am not joking. That's the joke. Today is National Umbrella Day, but an umbrella I won't do because I don't identify as Mary Poppins or Gene Kelly in 52.
Facts.
Facts. Big facts. It's also National Cream Cheese Brownie Day, which is something I've never ingested. It sounds like something you see on Urban Dictionary and might even get you arrested. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. All right. Yeah. Alexis, who's Gene Kelly? Thanks.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, two megastars come together for one interview that would turn out to be the fourth most watched television show in American history, the biggest interview ever, and all because of a little skin controversy. Next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help because this is what they do. They are experts They are experienced and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 30 years ago today, February 10th, 1993. Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey to dispel the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, end quote. It was a 90-minute television interview where he said his, quote-unquote, whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigmentation called vitiligo. He also admitted that he'd had minor plastic surgery on his once very normal nose. 90 million people tuned in, making it the most watched television interview in history and the fourth most watched television show in American history, excluding Super Bowls. That's Today in History.
Is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
Hey. Hey. We have friends in the real estate business. They're called the Temples, and they have the Temple team. They've worked for a long time as being part of the Temple team and Keller Williams Realty to build success story like you wouldn't believe. And they do that by helping people and being awesome people with whom to deal. They're great. Been friends with them for a long time and also use them in our own real estate purchases and sales, and always have. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty, sponsor of Peyton's Promise. Go to acetj.com/Temple team and check them out.
Has anybody actually tried the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell?
No, because it's got beans.
No,
I have not.
It's got beans on it?
I think so.
My little friend Jenny's handsome husband Michael always gets it.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's one of his favorite things.
Was he a guy that was ordering the Taco Bell Mexican pizza before it made the comeback?
Oh yeah.
So he had gotten it years before.
Yeah, since he was a kid.
Well, I mean, it was obviously a hit. They had to take it off the menu because they couldn't hang with the demand for it. So they took it off the menu for a couple months, but now it's back as a regular menu item. But they heard the complaints that it wasn't big enough. So they have introduced Taco Bell's big A-word Mexican pizza. It's got a cuss word in it.
Is that regular pizza size now?
Looks
closer.
Like
a small pizza?
Like maybe a small
8-inch?
Yeah, maybe something like that.
But is it for a limited time, like just for this weekend's promotion or something like that?
You got to get a bunch of points through their app
that's
to
what it was.
qualify to get.
There you go.
I knew there was a catch.
There's a catch to it, and that means you got to order a ton of Taco Bell ahead of time, and then that qualifies you to get the Mexican. Just give us the Mexican pizza, the big one, like they wanted.
But I got to give them credit, though. They're being so edgy by calling it the big Mexican pizza.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
It's got a cuss word in it.
Yeah, look at Taco Bell stepping out, getting cool and edgy. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad boys and girls.
Put the A word in it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Monster did that, didn't they? The big can, the big F word can.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what they call it?
I think that's what it was.
A big F word can.
The BFC.
The BFC. So it looks like they're trying to, get a little hype going for it.
So yeah, my daughter used to work at a country club in Nashville, exclusive country club when she was in college. And every member there was constantly walking around with one of those BF monsters or whatever they're called.
Let's go get them.
This is AceTJTV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
So, Alexis, how cute is this? And how much is this the universe and energy and whatever else kind of manifesting that you talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Marine scientists claim that dolphins are forming little boy bands to attract mates. They perform synchronized movements and even sing in unison.
Stop. I love it. Some little dolphin Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's cute.
Out there showing off.
Little dolphin in sync.
I love it.
Yeah. Trying to get the female dolphin groupies gathered around.
Look at what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
I can see where that's possible though, because dolphins are pretty smart. They do mate similarly to the way humans do. I can see where they could do something along those lines. I think calling it a boy band is a little extreme, but you get the idea.
But yeah, and they will try to mate with humans as well.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Oh,
They
no,
do.
that's true.
You never heard of that?
No.
Yeah.
Look at it. Google that. Those videos they're disturbing.
Like when you go
what?
when you go do those swim with the dolphin things, they'll tell you where you shouldn't pet the dolphin because it will excite him, and yeah.
Are you guys lying?
No,
Look it up.
Oh my God.
They're randy little things.
I love dolphins.
Yeah, there are pictures or videos of people, being pinned down by the dolphin on the shore or whatever.
What? You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
There's videos of a dolphin pinning down a human and mating with them?
Yeah, trying to.
What?
Look it up.
I'd rather not. I don't know if I want to.
We were first introduced to this years ago. We didn't believe it either. It was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
I'm on YouTube. Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
exactly right. Whatever. You get the idea.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean. In reality, it just looks like some dirty water. But
Yum.
They say it looks like chocolate milk, which is a pretty rare phenomenon. So,
What, chocolate milk?
the
In Arizona?
chocolate milk at the falls.
Oh.
So it's 181 feet, bigger than Niagara Falls, and not nearly as beautiful when you take a look at it. But it is kind of a cool thing to see because it doesn't happen that often, the chocolate falls in Arizona. And that is what's now trending.
So where is Viagra Falls? Because Niagara Falls is in Canada, right on the border.
Right.
So where would Viagra Falls be? I have to look that up, Rob.
They should find some. They should, Nakalula Falls should be renamed. They should buy the naming rights to that so you can call it Viagra Falls. That would be amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah, or at least, the drug companies sponsor.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like get the naming rights to it. It'd even have to be a big waterfall. Just any waterfall.
Yeah.
Like coming out of a ditch or something.
If they want to preserve all these places, just let corporate sponsors.
Yeah.
Or do it at a water park. Like, hey, take the Viagra Falls ride at the water park.
Yeah.
Like Six Flags, they could relay their log ride, Viagra Falls. Boom. There you go.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is...
We're just ripping on some celebrities in here, no big deal.
You guys like doing that.
Yeah, well, listen, it's fun. There's a company called Mischief that has a new product coming out on February 16th. They are a pair of boots. Mr. Todd is going to put them up there for the YouTube streamers if you want to watch.
I love these.
Hey, acetjtv on YouTube.
They are fantastic. They're beautiful.
They're gorgeous. They're
so sexy.
What are they? They're called the Big Red Boot. They're releasing February 16th, $350. And they basically look like red boots that like Mickey Mouse would wear.
Those look like Mojo Jojo boots from Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, they do. They look so hot.
I love them.
Okay.
Worth every penny.
They're called the Big Red Boot, but they kind of look like boots a cartoon character would wear. People are comparing it to Astro Boy. I don't know if that's an accurate comparison, but they're just cartoon-like big red boots. $350, limited supply, but the hype is so real around them that they are already being populated on reseller sites for up to $1,500 because there's not enough to go around for the demand for these things. Yeah, Mr. Todd's got it up there now.
They look
sexy hot.
I want a pair.
They're adorable.
I think they're so cute.
Way better than Uggs.
Oh, yeah.
Way
I
cuter
would
than
love
Uggs.
those.
You look like a cartoon character.
Your feet look about 5 times bigger than they actually are.
I love them. Imagine
But
if I
not
could
in a
be like
length.
that.
Not in length,
Yeah.
but in puffiness.
Yeah.
Just size overall.
I bet they're hot though. I bet they
Your
make
feet
you
got
sweat.
sweaty feet,
Mhm.
yeah. But if I had those, I feel like I would be unstoppable.
You would be.
Yeah.
I bet you could fly in them.
Exactly.
So do they make them for men's? I didn't see
Yeah.
that part. They do have them for men's?
Yeah, so they're
Great.
the sizing is unisex.
We should all get a pair, guys.
Yeah, I think
Let's
I know
go
I'm
to
gonna-
our next live
Red
show.
is the only color in which they come?
Yep.
Okay, well,
Big
I messed
red
with
boot.
perfection.
Exactly. So people are really excited about it.
That's crazy.
You're probably not going to be able to get them because the demand is so high. But again, they are being populated on reseller sites like StockX to get them. But you're going to have to pay a premium. People are expected to get in line. There's one, I believe, one retail outlet that's going to carry stuff like they carry Supreme things. So the question is, what have you waited in line for a long time that is not concert tickets, because that's the common one. Everybody's waiting in line for concert
Like
tickets.
physically in a line, not in an online queue or something like that.
You got in line at whatever time, and you waited an extended period of time to get one thing or to meet one person.
Would a concert count to get into the concert? You've already got a ticket. You just got to wait because it's festival seating. You got to wait for the doors to open.
I guess, but I feel like that's also kind of in the ticket realm.
Yeah.
Like something bizarre. I mean, we saw people wait for the cronut, that donut pastry, thing in New York. People were waiting 12 hours to get a taste of a cronut. To me, that was ridiculous. So can you top that? Whether it was meeting somebody, getting your hands on a product, maybe it was a food item.
Like, do you remember that time that Garth Brooks showed up at the country, the CMA thing, Fan Fest, and he signed autographs for 24 hours?
Yeah.
People just kept coming.
For 24 hours?
People waited in line for like 4, 5, 6 hours.
To get Garth's
What a
autograph.
nice guy. I'd have been like, okay, I'm done.
I'm tired now.
Waiting in line to ride a ride?
Yeah,
Would
sure.
count if you waited 5 hours to get on the Hogwarts Express at Universal or something.
Yeah, unbelievable. Like any kind of experience product, meeting a person, it will take all comers, except for concert tickets. At the Ace TJ show, you could be anonymous if you want to, if you're too embarrassed now. We'll find out what you waited in line for coming up next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands
Whatever.
that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, why y'all always treating me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to make.
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said hefe.
Why you me?
Why you
I on your laptop one time, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. One star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
This is your time right now to make some great memories. Yeah, in the winter, in Gaston County, the days are shorter and colder. It can be tempting to just want to stay inside. But A, that's not fun. That's not doing a lot to help make some great memories with your family. There's so many things to do indoors and outdoors in Gaston County this time of year. We talked about the fact that it's a great time for a hike. Not as humid. With the leaves off the trees, you get incredible sight lines all over the place. There's the fast and dry shoots at Crowder Springs, which are awesome. But let's say you want to take it indoors. The Shield Planetarium and Museum, great for adults and for kids especially. They've always got some kind of really cool film playing in their IMAX theater. If you're an adult, the Catawba Two Kings Casino, they've got all kinds of cool stuff happening there all the time. And when it comes to shopping, you can find so many unique places to shop throughout Gaston County. A little different, a little unique, a little kind of under the radar, but very specialized. You're going to love it. So acetj.com/Gaston. Indoors, outdoors, make the most of the winter in Gaston County. acetj.com/Gaston. You just check it out and you'll see just how much stuff there is to do. acetj.com/Gaston.
Man, I'm sorry. I can't get used to having to alert Mr. Todd way in advance to what we're going to be talking about so he can put the pictures up on the YouTubes. Todd, go to the New York Post and search most modified man in the world. And you can find this guy. His name is Marcelo B-Boy de Souza Ribeiro.
B-Boy.
He's 40 and he has now become the most modified man in the world. He's got 98% of his body covered in tattoos. He's got piercings like crazy. He's got complete metal teeth with fangs, all kinds of things like that. But the thing that has really set him apart now is the fact that he has had his hands surgically split to where his fingers are together, like his index finger and middle finger are together, and his ring finger and pinky are together, like the Spock, Dr. Spock salute or whatever that's called.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah, and he had to have them sewn together and then cut in between his middle finger and ring finger to make that permanent. It's disgusting. It looks ridiculous. The rest of him looks ridiculous. He's got his forehead tattooed with jigsaw puzzle pieces. It looks like they're putting a jigsaw puzzle together. I think it's pretty obvious he need to go to hospital. Man, this guy is insane and he needs help. But I don't want to touch him to get him to the help. No. Because he's just that freaky looking.
And the amount of money that he's had to have spent on all that.
Minimum $35,000 on tattoos.
Oh, goodness.
That's what I'm saying, because of all the color and brightness.
Here's the one question I always come back to in any of these circumstances. Does that help him attract women?
I don't think he cares, and that's the thing.
The freakos, maybe.
Yeah, if any woman is attracted to him, wants to be with him like this, she need to go to the hospital with him. They need to be in the same ward
and not have any babies.
No, Lord, no, no way.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your dark secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it means.
Faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence. Yeah. That's the same thing. Oh, are they pooping? Oh.
It's not. No.
Really
what
bad.
are you about? No.
Oh, really bad. Really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older
because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Wanna be like me?
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
If you want to watch the Ace and TJ Show, just go over to YouTube, youtube.com, or on the YouTube app, look up AceTJTV or the Ace TJ Show. You'll find it right there. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like it. Make sure you hit the little notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Do it all.
Get it all, baby.
Get it all. So we were talking about I waited in line for blank. Finish that sentence. What have you waited in line for other than concert tickets? Because everybody's probably had that experience. Maybe not.
That's the most common one, though.
Yeah, I think it's the most common one, and we've heard those, stories. But did you wait in line for a cronut, a $350 pair of rubber red boots?
Szechuan.
Szechuan.
Did you wait in line for Szechuan?
They were.
Warma. Whatever it is.
For Szechuan. Okay.
They were.
Melanie said, to me, Ace and TJ, I don't know, Charlie's in Hickory, back when Angie was still with them.
Oh.
She doesn't say how long she had to wait, but I would imagine the line was around the block.
Right. To see Angie, absolutely.
To see Angie.
I miss Angie so much.
Oh.
Yeah, she was the best by far.
You guys should call and see what she's doing.
And Gwen and all of them.
Invite them all back.
Miss them all.
Brooke said, I waited in line at...
What did you throw
Alexis
at her?
just threw something at TJ. Hurled it.
Yeah.
She threw it right at him.
Nice.
Brooke said, I waited in line at Walmart for an hour to buy the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows hardback book when it was released at midnight. Then I read the whole thing the following day. Now, if memory serves me right, that's about a 700, 800 page book.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
right?
the longest one in the series.
Yeah, it's the longest
That's
one.
a beast
That's
of a book.
crazy.
And you read it in a day? I don't even know how that's possible, but she said she did it at midnight. That's pretty wild.
There's a guy in our DMs who said, I once waited in line 6 hours to meet Dan Marino, the Hall of Fame Miami Dolphins quarterback. 6 hours just to meet Dan Marino.
Just to be in the presence of greatness of Dan. Pearly, which I've never seen before. That might be our only Pearly in the radio family. She said, I waited over 2 hours to eat breakfast at Yoder's in Grifton, North Carolina, the best place ever. Have to get there way early on Saturdays to get in line. Yoder's, that sounds like an Amish country cooking. I bet it is.
I would not have thought that would be in North Carolina based upon the name.
No idea. Icy said, I waited 4 hours to ride Guardians of the Galaxy when it first opened. To be fair, the wait time said 120 minutes. By the time we realized it was incorrect, we'd already been there 2.5 hours and wasn't doing all that for nothing.
Yeah.
And we had no idea. It was so new. So to ride a roller coaster, 4 hours.
Kimberly said, I can't remember how long, but it was several hours. So my two oldest could meet their favorite YouTubers in Boston during MineCon 2015. This was after I had driven from Ebony, Virginia. 14 hours plus, and then hours in line. Crazy times.
Sheesh.
The things you do for your kids.
Man.
I mean, to meet a YouTuber that you've never heard
No,
of.
I'm not doing that.
It's a 14-hour drive, and then you wait hours in line for kids to meet a couple of YouTubers.
I would love to live there just in the summer, though. Hot Ebony, Virginia.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Ebony.
Yes.
I have one.
Okay, yeah, right.
I waited an hour and a half to get my license reinstated. To wait in line for that.
That's a good one.
So that was good.
At the DMV?
At the DMV, that's the only thing I ever waited in line for that long in my life.
What was the line like at the DMV for an hour and a half? I mean, because you really get all levels of society.
It's like a leper colony down there.
Oh my God. And this was before COVID, so it was like there were lines and lines and lines.
Oh my God.
But
A couple more that are good. Jennifer said 4 hours after paying a lot of money for VIP tickets to meet John Cena. And Felicia said, I waited in line for 6 hours to meet Kirk Cameron in Charlotte at the convention center. I don't remember why he was there. It was a long time ago.
Because Jesus sent him.
Jesus sent
That's why he was there.
You get down to Charlotte at the convention center and meet those good Christians. Love that.
Elizabeth, I waited in line for hours at Palmetto Expo Center, formerly Textile Hall, to be in Aaron Tippin's Nothing Wrong with the Radio music video.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
I know that song. God bless
There
her,
ain't
though.
nothing wrong with the radio.
Like, I need to be in that music video. Come hell or high water.
But forever, she'll be probably can find herself in that music video. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm done with lines, unless it's the DMV now at this ripe old age of 35. I think I'm done doing lines for most things. There was some shocking space news, and I need to go to our resident astrophysiologist, Alexis, to explain it, but it's scary stuff. Coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, two megastars come together for one interview that would turn out to be the fourth most watched television show in American history, the biggest interview ever, and all because of a little skin controversy. Next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help, because this is what they do. They are experts. They are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
AceTJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 30 years ago today, February 10th, 1993. Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey to dispel the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, end quote. It was a 90-minute television interview where he said his, quote-unquote, whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigmentation called vitiligo. He also admitted that he'd had minor plastic surgery on his once very normal nose. 90 million people tuned in, making it the most watched television interview in history and the fourth most watched television show in American history, excluding Super Bowls. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv.
Thinking about these days, you're thinking about buying a new house, thinking about listing the home that you've got, you're thinking about maybe getting some extra cash and you're ready to purchase a second home. Doesn't matter. Melissa Chambers of Chambers and Associates Realty and her team can take care of you. Call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Chambers & Associates, proud sponsor of Ace TJ Live. We're putting the finishing touches. A big announcement coming next week on our next Ace and TJ Share Funny Live show. I can tell you it's going to be happening in Cornelius, North Carolina. So we'll give you details on that next week.
So, well, actually, Alexis was just talking about buying a house today.
I know. I want to buy a house so bad. I keep talking about it because I'm going to manifest it.
Yeah.
What did you read?
I'm not laughing at you manifesting things.
Okay, whatever.
I actually take that quite seriously and hope to learn how to do that.
Well, you better. It might benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
You stop being a hater.
Yeah. You just talk about stuff you want all the time, right?
And you wish for it.
Well, but no, but I'm putting in the work for it too. But I'm also going to talk about it every second chance I get.
Okay.
And that's going to make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to manifest earplugs then.
Oh,
I ain't got to hear it.
I talk about so many things all the time and none of it's happening.
Well, you're not doing it right.
Yeah. Ace.
I manifested all the things I talk about. I've manifested it.
All of them.
But pretty much. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, she kind of does.
Talking about them doesn't make them happen.
Yeah. Manifesting is more than just talk. I mean, she talks about it, makes it happen for herself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an all-encompassing word. You're going to make it happen for yourself.
There you go. Make it happen for yourself. She made it happen.
She calls it manifesting. You're going to manifest it through a lot of different avenues.
Nope.
She probably prays about it. She probably thinks about it a lot. She probably organizes her life in a way that she's going to be able to accomplish those certain goals that she sets for herself.
I think it does her a disservice by calling it manifesting, because it makes it sound like if you just talk about it, it does it. And it takes away from the fact that she worked hard to accomplish that. She worked for those things. She put in the effort. She did pray about them and all that. But, you know, don't do yourself a disservice by saying, because when you say manifest, people think you just talk about it and it happens. And that's not true. You worked for that.
Well, when you're talking about it, you put it out to the universe, so the universe is going to come through. The universe stays coming through for your girl every single time.
I was just trying to build you up right there, and then you just blow it out of the water at the very end.
Just you and us. This is ACE 5G.
All right, so don't forget, go to acetj.com/first, enter your name for our first quarter of the Rest of Your Life contest, where you can win $10,000. 10,000 cold ones? What do they call it? Hard ones?
Hard ones.
Cold hard cash. Cold hard cash.
But it's not going to be cash.
Yeah.
It will be a check.
Maybe some, some
Is
you
it
know,
doubloons?
redeemable coupons.
Yeah.
Somehow. Maybe a traveler's check thrown. However, we can save up and get scrounge up $10,000.
Hey man, there might be a wheelbarrow full of quarters. Who knows?
You're going to get $10,000 worth of aluminum siding, which you can then take in exchange for the currency of your choice.
Some gift cards.
Sure.
It'll be 10,000 Salvadorian dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the catch.
We didn't say what kind of dollars they were.
Did we say no? We didn't say $1 million. We said $1 million boxes.
So sorry. Yeah, but you've got a couple weeks to get your name and tell us in 100 words or less why $10,000 would change your life. Very easy, and change the lives of the people around you. So acetj.com/first. That's acetj.com/first. This is kind of shocking, surprising news. A huge portion of the sun has broken off from the surface, and it is now swirling around its own North Pole. The videos are scary looking. I mean, it looks like the apocalypse. I don't believe this has ever happened before. So scientists are still trying to understand what impact this event will have on the Earth and when we might feel the effects. So a piece of the sun has now broken off.
A piece of the sun broke off.
That's what it appears.
That makes sense. That's why
watching
everybody's
this right
vibes have been off.
Somebody's vibes have been off.
I thought the vibes were from the moon.
Oh, they're from everything.
Whole universe. I
Yeah, the
forgot.
whole universe.
Oh my God, you thought it was just from the moon?
Yeah.
What an amateur.
I know. I'm an idiot.
Get a Starbucks.
I'm an idiot.
Read up. Anyone will do. Yeah. So, could this? I mean, obviously, the scientists don't even know what impact it'll have on Earth, but I can't imagine the vibes are going to be in check.
It doesn't seem, I mean, just based off those pictures, it seems like the vibes are going to be on fire.
Yeah.
My vibes are on fire, and that's not a good thing.
It's just pretty wild looking.
I told y'all. Y'all need to stop with all that driving gas cars and all of that. That's what caused it.
You said that?
Yeah, I've been saying that.
What if?
I think probably I made it happen just by myself. I broke off a piece of the sun.
Yeah.
You know, because I got a 4-wheel drive. Sometimes when I go fill it up, I'll just squirt gas all over the ground just because I can. God. Burning tires in the back, like tire fires in the bed of my truck. We're just riding around with it like that. I wanted a piece of the sun to break off. Maybe it'll hit a sea turtle.
Oh my God.
Stop. Don't you say that.
Oh my God. Just comes crashing down and kills the sea turtle.
All the sea
All of them.
turtles.
All of them.
They're all in one place.
That's awful. I hate this. Yeah, so, I don't know. This is going to be all your fault.
It's time to get out of Earth.
It's time to dip on this planet.
What's,
I'm out.
What's your suggestion as to where we go?
Mars or the moon.
Yeah, you need to go to the moon
Mars is, yeah.
and the hospital.
I wish I could be in the moon rather than here.
Me too. Sometimes.
Have you actually seen a picture of the moon?
I see it every day. I look up in my telescope.
About every 24 hours,
Yeah, exactly, yeah. What you talking about?
What else are you looking at?
Me and the moon are like this.
In addition to the moon, what else are you looking at with that telescope?
Don't worry about that.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, 2 megastars come together for one interview that would turn out to be the 4th most watched television show in American history, the biggest interview ever, and all because of a little skin controversy. Next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help, because this is what they do. They are experts. They are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 30 years ago today, February 10th, 1993. Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey to dispel the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, end quote. It was a 90-minute television interview where he said his, quote-unquote, whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigmentation called vitiligo. He also admitted that he'd had minor plastic surgery on his once very normal nose. 90 million people tuned in, making it the most watched television interview in history and the 4th most watched television show in American history, excluding Super Bowls. That's Today in History.
Welcome to the Share Funny podcast, now live on YouTube. This is Ace TJ TV.
That's unfiltered, uncensored, and uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go. This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Coming up in
A new way.
New way to breastfeed her babies.
All right.
And I saw this story the other day, and I forgot to bring it up, but it's perfect. Do y'all remember the video that went around years ago where the guy was trying to get himself into an inflatable whale pool toy? And he did, and he had to keep blowing into it to keep it inflated and all. It was just something that he wanted to do, and I think they end up putting him on Jimmy Kimmel or something like that. But anyway, that now has progressed into a full-fledged fetish that people have called, it's a inflatable pool toy fetish, where they'll take these giant inflatable pool toys and figure out a way to get inside them. And the video I saw of him, he's just flopping around on his bed and acting crazy. But they never said in the article that I saw that it was a sexual thing. But it would have to be, right? Why else would you want to do that? Be inside of an inflatable pool toy.
Like putting your whole body inside?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
He somehow
How does he get it? Does he cut it open?
Yeah, he cut
cut
it open, and the part I saw of him, it was up around his neck as tightly as he could get it, and he had a hose that he would blow into it to keep it inflated. So I think they've graduated from that technology up a little bit to where it's easier.
I've seen a guy put himself in a balloon before, and it was really funny because his head was just sticking out, and it was just like this big balloon around him, and that was a fetish kind of thing.
Can you imagine how hot it is in those things and
right.
sweaty and gross?
Oh, you mean temperature-wise hot, not sexy
not
hot.
Sexy.
Because man,
oh my God,
that's so hot. I love how you look in that balloon.
If my wife walked in and I surprised her by being inside one of those giant inflatable swans, I'm calling myself Zach F. Swan.
Yep.
Or flamingo.
She would be all over me.
Richie Swan.
Because we had one of those when we had a pool, and we called it Zach F. Swan.
That's a good name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good.
Man, I love how you look in that thing.
Oh my God, that's so hot.
I would be irresistible to her. I'd be like, finally, I found something that she can't deny. Yeah. Now you gonna tell me somebody that spends their time trying to figure out how to get inside of an inflatable pool toy for sexual gratification doesn't need to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I think they do.
You're kink shaming.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm old. Kink shaming.
That's what they call it.
I know.
Hey, everybody's got one.
What, a kink shame?
A kink, I think.
I don't know. But I mean, there is a normal type of sexual adventure that you would look at and go, all right, I'm a little out of the ordinary here or there.
Yeah.
But when you cross over into doing something like trying to fit your entire body into an inflatable whale from the pool, I mean,
gone too far?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
When you're sexually attracted to a park bench or, cars, things like that.
Yeah.
You got to go to the hospital.
Some kind of therapy.
I always think that whole being attracted to like a park bench, you can't help that. Like something's off mentally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You've got a problem. You do need help with that.
Can you imagine walking in on somebody who's, like, say his wife walked in, doesn't know that he has this fetish, and he's sitting there straining and grunting and moaning, trying to get inside of an inflatable whale?
Yeah.
Would you rather come home and find that, Alexis, or your husband wearing your underwear?
No, I want him in an inflatable whale.
So there's levels to this.
So you'd stay with him if he was just trying to get into the inflatable whale?
Yeah. I'd be like, what kind of drugs did you take today? Oh my God, that's kind of funny, actually. I like that.
That was the original video, and that was before, like, he said that he realized how good it felt. He was just doing it to be doing it, and then he realized how good it felt.
That can't feel good.
And, of course, the article I read had some mental health people, professionals who weighed in on it, and they said that it goes back to feeling secure when you're wrapped like a baby,
swaddled.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, if you're an adult and that's what you're looking for, you need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, what kind of mental health professional are you? They're like, it's totally cool.
Right.
No.
Well, I guess because it could be worse.
Well, yeah, I guess. Like, no, this is totally normal. I'm like, you got to go find another job.
Yeah.
We're going to fire you if you keep telling
need to be
people
in the
that.
hospital.
That is weird.
Yeah, I know. But of some of those things that we've seen and we've talked about on Share Funny, those fetishes and stuff, I think those latex ones are kind of weird, where they just cover themselves head to toe in that thick, stretchy stuff, and then they're sitting there doing the interview and they can barely talk because that thing's so tight around there. The only thing exposed is their lips.
I just find that to be almost scary.
This is deeply unsettling.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm seeing more stuff here on the internet.
Yeah. In that category or in other things leading to other things?
All whale related.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And you know what the thing is that we are around people all the time in normal circumstances that we don't even know. Go home and lube themselves up and put a whale costume, whale pool toy over their body.
Ew, don't say that.
But I guess you wouldn't slather yourself to get in that, would you? Because then you got to have it seal off, and if you got, if you're all slathered in Kentucky jelly, you wouldn't be able to make it seal off around your neck so it would stay inflated.
Yeah.
Those things are hard enough to inflate.
I know.
In a normal situation.
You'd be passing out.
Yeah, right.
You got to bite and blow, bite and blow.
You got to hold that thing, squish it too, so that the air goes in.
Yeah, that's why I say I just bite it and blow in it that way.
That's a bad, embarrassing way to die. Stuck inside the whale and you're.
Yeah, be like, what are you thinking? You're Jonah or something? Get out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to bring the Bible into
it. Yeah.
Who was the other person that got Huckleberry Finn? Who got swallowed by a whale?
Pinocchio?
Who?
What's it, Huckleberry Finn?
Yeah.
Was not Huckleberry Finn.
Mm-hmm. The whale was swimming by. Whale was swimming by and heard Huckleberry Finn say something racist.
Yes, the only whale that was in the Mississippi River.
Yep.
That was
It's Oliver Twist.
Pinocchio.
Has anybody though ever had somebody? You didn't have to say what it was or who it was or anything. With that threw something out there that you were like, "Whoa, that's weird, man. That's too much." Like, because you've got to tell somebody if that's your thing.
What did Amanda say?
She said, "Wait, is that legal?" I haven't. No, I
If
haven't.
anybody
No,
ever
I
like,
haven't. Not anything
Right,
weird.
only one I think on the show that would have that experience would be Rob.
why would Rob have that?
Because I mean, I think he's Mr. Kink that we don't know about.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's going home and getting in crotchless superhero outfits and stuff like that. Putting a cape on and a little jumpsuit that's got a D on the front of it.
Ew.
Spider-Man, save me.
I'm watching Rob on the screen right now. He looks very uncomfortable. Like, I wish we weren't talking about this.
This is all I want to talk about. Yeah, that would be what a shocking revelation if we found out that he was into something weird.
But wouldn't you think if you had as it is called now, some sort of kink? It used to be called a sexual disorder. But if you had that, wouldn't you pick one that doesn't require a lot of work, that's not labor intensive, I
don't know that you pick it. Do you pick your kink? I don't think
Your
so.
kink comes to you.
Look, I don't think I could have one that required a lot of work.
Too lazy.
No, you wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
If it's on the puffy couch, then you'd be cool with it.
How long does it take this guy to figure out how many failed attempts were there of getting in the whale pool toy and it not working until finally it worked enough for him to be able to frolic around in it. I mean, he probably had to put in hours and hours.
Yeah, ruined a lot of them too.
Yeah.
Cutting them up.
And those things are not cheap. The shape ones aren't cheap.
The manufacturer's like, what the hell? We sold 15 of these in Muskogee, Wisconsin last month. What the hell is going on up there?
I hate to do this. I really hate to do this. But I'm going to backtrack on something. And thanks to a member of the radio family who just pointed this out. Alexis, you are 100% correct.
About what?
Huckleberry Finn was swallowed by a whale.
Oh, I knew it. I was like, I knew that there was something about Huckleberry Finn and he did something.
Yeah. Jay DM'd us and said, I had to look it up, but Huckleberry Finn was swallowed by a whale in later stories. So then I just looked it up. Yeah. Lost at sea, Tom, Huck, and Becky board the ship of Captain Mordecai's. The insane captain's mission is to kill a monstrous white whale. As the three are swallowed by the whale, the captain chases them around the whale's body.
I tell you guys, every day I be knowing shit, and you guys just don't believe me.
Yeah, you are. I'll give you. I did not know.
I've never read that story or heard. Well, I've never.
It's part of the new adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Who the hell is Becky?
Yeah, is that some new woke ass version of Huck
No,
Finn?
hang on.
Can there be a
The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is an American live-action and animated fantasy television series that originally aired on NBC in 1968 and
1968. I wasn't even alive for that. That's in y'all's time.
I wasn't alive for
so
that.
This was not. So it's not from any of the actual classic novels that Mark Twain wrote. It's
See
part
how
of
y'all try to discredit me so fast?
She wasn't thinking.
Here I am saying I'll give you credit. That's technically you are right.
All right, she's right. Blah blah blah. Let's take a break.
She got lucky.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232 or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using AceTJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at AceTJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the Titanic sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they were like, oh,
I thought you meant an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what version did you see?
I was going to let it fall.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very, brain type movie.
Oh,
a very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on ACETJTV.
Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny podcast.
So, there is a mom of a 3-month-old baby that has gone viral in the video that she put on the social media. She's talking about breastfeeding. And she says, quote, "This is what you call a milk duct, and it's in my armpit."
What?
She said, "I started massaging it, and yesterday, the effing milk just started flying the F out."
Ew.
I thought it was cool. She's 24, and she lives in Atlanta, and her name is Heaven. And then she showed how if you squeeze it, it'll shoot out way across the room and whatever. She goes, "It's so weird, but it's full of effing milk." And then she goes, let's see, this is my favorite part. Quote, "My best friend said, maybe you should pump it." Her response was, quote, "Bitch, I ain't giving my baby no damn armpit milk. The F?" End quote.
That would be so funny if her kids latched onto her armpit, though.
Bitch, I ain't giving no baby armpit milk.
Disgusting. Pit milk.
What is going on?
You want some milk from my pit?
She said that she could. I mean, they said it's a bountiful.
Ew.
That's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
But what's
it's
it
a
coming?
bountiful stream of milk from her armpit.
What's it coming through? Just comes through the skin?
Yeah.
With no nipple or anything
Yeah.
there? Wow.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Who did?
Other moms said it's happened to them, and
Does the milk duct like move towards that area or something?
I don't know.
I guess
That's
is it
weird.
an extra one?
Right.
Well, now that I think about it, people often have extra nipples.
Yeah.
So I wonder if, you can have extra milk ducts in different places.
What
It's
if
like
it
the
was-
nipples, huh?
Where else did they? Oh no, that is ugly.
Oh, is he posted? I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Todd's like looking
I
up the
don't see
picture
that.
right now.
So in the clip, Heaven revealed that she'd been rubbing the area with warm compressions and Irish Spring soap in an effort to dehydrate the opening. Quote, This is why men should appreciate women. We go through a lot."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You do.
fair. Nobody's arguing that.
Ew, she got milky pits.
Yeah, that's why men should appreciate women when they get armpit milk.
Why your pit so milky?
Damn. Bitch, I ain't giving my baby no armpit milk.
Gross.
No pit milk. Damn. What's wrong with you?
We don't talk to her no more. She got milky pits.
Can you imagine?
Her pits smell like sour milk.
Needing to pump that?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, a bar of Irish Spring is not going to dehydrate a whole sack of milk.
Some women said just the massaging it will make it. I guess it makes it disperse or something, go where it's supposed to go. Because I think it's just probably like a knot.
That's exactly what it looks like.
And I'll be out.
Ew.
Woo. Woo.
I mean,
And imagine though, she's wearing just like walking around one day with one massive, looks like a sweat moon under one arm because the other arm doesn't do that.
Come here, Lex. Let me help you with that coffee.
I'd be like, shut up, don't say anything before I score you with my milk.
Hey, man, that does a body good. I ain't gonna lie. Get you a mustache from that. Get you milk pit mustache.
Oh.
Hey, got pit milk?
Wow. It's got to be uncomfortable, too.
Yeah.
Human body is amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Quite.
Screwed up in that one, though.
Yeah.
Something's not working right.
She looks so young, too. 24.
She's 24.
Mm-hmm. And
what type of messages do you think she's getting now that this information makes
Oh,
it
I
out
bet someone's into it.
You got a bunch of weirdos. Or...
They're like, let me get a cup of that pit milk.
She dropped her voice and everything.
Yeah. Get on the cover of that.
I got some cookies to dunk in that pit milk.
Crotch cookies.
So what?
Crotch cookies and pit milk.
Oh, crotch cookies.
It's my favorite
Tell you
bedtime
what.
snack.
That's right. I just go ahead and spray it all over my crotch with cookies.
Gross.
she can't help it, though.
I know. And we're just here laughing at her.
Yeah, obviously, though, she's taking it, lightheartedly.
Yeah, I want to see Dr. Sandra Lee cut open that and excise that duct. 'Cause I bet it's like a sack,
Yep. And that's why they, I guess, massage it to get to deflate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get on it. We'll put it on Instagram or something. Dr. Sandra Lee.
But I bet you that kind of stuff happens all the time. It's just when it does, women don't automatically go to social media and make a post out of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder where else milk has come from a woman's body.
Yeah.
You doing an audience response call there?
Is that what we're doing?
Where did your milk come from, ladies?
In your body. Where else in your body did milk come from? At the Ace TJ Show.
Remember that kid that we had that time, TJ, on the show that squirt milk out his eye?
Mhm.
What?
Yeah, it was wild.
I didn't stay in the studio for that.
Like out of his eye, he would put it in and then squirt it out?
No, he would drink it and then squirt it out. of his eye.
He would drink milk and it would squirt out from under his eye.
Why does that happen?
He came in the studio and did it. We didn't believe it, but he did it. It was like, what in the hell is going on with that?
But I'd have rather seen this.
Yeah.
You damn right.
Yes. If any lactating ladies want to come in here and squirt some armpit milk everywhere.
Show of hands,
We
ladies.
can
Who
do
can
that. Bring your cat in that day, Alex.
Gross. We're going to have Khaleesi be the test.
I bet she would love it. You don't think your cat would just go to town on some armpit
I'm
milk?
not letting her drink armpit milk.
Just sitting down on the. Why does it matter? It's milk is milk. Sitting down on the little counter where there's a little mouth, her little mouth open.
Eat.
Just put it in the bowl.
Oh, God.
Be like
Do
a
you
milk
ever
fountain.
give her milk now?
No.
You know, people give cats milk. Are you
They
not
say
supposed
that
to
you're
do
not
that?
supposed to do that, so I don't know why in all the cartoons they give cats milk.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They used to give cats milk all the time.
They say it's bad for their digestion.
Oh, that's something new vets wanted to talk about.
Right.
But if milk affects me, like it probably might affect Khaleesi, so we're not going to try it.
Yeah, since you birthed her.
Yeah, exactly.
You gave her your genes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Riggins, you'd let your dog drink pit milk, wouldn't you?
Mine? Not mine.
No, but it's just,
Yeah,
this is your neighbor, and she said, "Hey, I got extra milk. You want to give it for your dog?" It came out of my armpit.
Yeah, sure. It's a dog.
Yeah,
He
who
eats
cares?
turds. I mean,
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, he does. He turns.
Alexa's trying to act all highfalutin, like she wouldn't allow her cat to drink somebody's pit milk.
How weird would that be though if you're standing out in your yard and she's standing on her front porch, and she said, "Riggins, just what you just said, TJ. I've got some extra milk from my armpit. You want to give it to your dog?" Yeah, straight in a bowl. I'll come over and get it.
I hate to waste it, but my baby's an effing snob.
Yeah.
She won't drink the pit milk.
Yeah, my dog would probably love that. He a nasty mother.
Riley being all nasty.
Yeah.
This is nasty.
My pit milk brings all the boys to the yard.
I don't like that.
Have we gotten any responses yet from the direct messages of people? Alexis asked where else the milk came from your body.
No, none that I've seen. I just looked again.
Key profession to page. We got to know.
We have to know.
Yeah, because you need that information because you be knowing shit.
I do be knowing shit.
You want to be knowing shit.
If you're listening right now, don't act like you won't think of that all day.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy that human beings can make milk, honestly. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
We're just milky.
Mm-hmm. Well, we did it first. Humans.
Humans did it first?
Yeah. Because there were humans before animals.
I thought God created the animals first.
I thought it was Adam and Eve and a snake.
I don't know the sequence of events.
I think he made the animals first and then Adam and Eve.
You know what can't produce milk? A snake.
Yeah, I believe.
Oh, yeah, but don't they say milking a snake is when they take the venom out, right?
Yeah.
Hey, they got little teats.
Unless it's a tongue-in-cheek innuendo. Yeah. She'd be a lot more productive in life to get her shit together and stop being down there at the truck stop every weekend milking snakes. Clean herself up. Stop milking snakes for a living down at the pilot.
Milking snakes.
She's an OG milk snigger. Snake milker.
She snaked my milk.
Watch her. She's a milk snaker.
Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using AceTJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at AceTJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the Titanic sank.
Yeah. That's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they were like, oh,
I thought you meant an asteroid hit it.
Yeah,
I was like,
well,
what version did you see?
I was going to let it fall.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very, brain type movie.
Oh,
what now? A very, brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very, brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on AceTJTV.
Share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
You know, I'm constantly talking about how I leave Mr. Todd hanging because I can't get used to way ahead of time before I talk about something, sending him the link to the story that has pictures or whatever that he can put up on our YouTube channel while we're talking. I'm the same way when it comes to other things that that young people are into, like unboxing. You know, I don't think about it until after I've unboxed something because I really don't know how cool it's going to be until I get in there usually. So when Manscaped sent us these Beard Hedger Pro kits the other day, I started opening it, and the more I was going through, I was just shocked at how great everything looked and the quality of all of the products that were in there and all the stuff that comes in it. And it wasn't until I already had it all out and spread out on the counter that I thought, oh. By then, though, I couldn't put it back in, put the shrink wrap back on it, and open it and do an unboxing thing. So what you need to do is get your own Beard Hedger Pro Kit from Manscaped and unbox it yourself. I'm telling you, this is honestly, I think this is the best product display and craftsmanship that Manscaped has had on anything so far. So if your guy is looking for something, you want to get him something for Valentine's Day, this would be a great gift if he's got a beard. And one of the best things about it is that it has a dial on it, so you can pick 20 different hair cutting lengths without having a bunch of different guards that you have to keep up with in a shaving kit or something like that. And it's waterproof too. You can do it in the shower.
The other thing that's really cool about that is when you open the box has the instructions. Because when I first opened the box, I was like, oh my God, look at all these awesome products. Mm-hmm. Like, what do I do with all this? Then you realize on the box, here's the series of things that you go through, that how you use the beard shampoo and conditioner in the shower. And then you use the little comb to comb it down. Then you use these awesome scissors to do it. And then you brush it down, and you put the conditioner on, and it's really cool. It's really awesome.
I need that.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice. It really is. Because we joke around about, have fun with Manscaped products when we're telling you about them and all, but this is serious business. Perfect gift for Valentine's Day. The Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Go to manscaped.com and use the promo code ACETJ and you'll get 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped.com, promo code ACETJ for 20% off and free shipping from Manscaped.
There's the lady in our watching on YouTube right now. acetjtv on YouTube.
Oh, it's a lady.
She's the latest. She said her husband has been wanting it, and she's getting that for him. And she was wondering how long it takes to get it.
I'm pretty sure you can probably get it by Valentine's Day. Well, what is today?
Today's Friday.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to say anything about shipping. I don't know a damn thing about shipping.
We don't know about it.
All I know about shipping is that if we're doing any of it, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And that's why another reason it's such a great deal for Manscaped. Yeah. They got free shipping.
Yeah, saving 20% and free shipping is like getting about 35% off.
So there you go.
What's a good phrase, TJ, to say, like if you're trying to say how fast something's going to come? What's a good country phrase?
You get there quicker than a cat can lick its ass.
That one. It might not.
Yep.
I like that. Maybe that's a real selling point. I'm gonna throw this country ass slogan out here and then go. And it might or might not.
It might not be quicker than the cat can lick his ass.
I like this thing.
Depends on the type of cat.
Depends on how old the cat is.
How fat it is.
How far, how long bodied it is. If he can get his head back there fast.
Right.
Let me put it this way: I need to see the cat.
Yeah. For delivery, allow 2 to 4 weeks. Maybe not.
They're high demand products.
How long does it take your cat to lick her ass?
Yeah,
about a fortnight.
Because your cat's fat, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Is she overweight fat, or is she supposed to be fat?
No, she's just very fluffy, so it looks like she's fatter than she is. And
You
she's
ever
a
taken her
big
to
cat.
the vet?
Yes.
You have? Well, that's good. I lost that bet.
Yeah. She's microchipped and everything.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
No.
You would be one day, though, wouldn't you?
No, I will not be microchipped. I'm not letting them put that in me.
Yeah, you would. You're the perfect type.
No.
You say, microchip me.
One time I had to take a TB test for a job, and I thought they microchipped me because it's like it has a little bump that comes up after you get that.
I thought you said TV.
No,
test.
TB.
TB, tuberculosis.
Yeah.
What kind of job was that?
I was working with old people.
Who's the star of Frasier? I don't know.
If you fail, you get a microchip.
Yup.
We got to follow your dumb ass.
You too dumb.
Yeah, you're right though. When you take the TB test and that makes that
That little bump.
you want that bump to come up. That means you don't have tuberculosis.
But I was like, they put it in there without me knowing.
Why do they call it TB? Usually initials are for two separate words.
Yeah, it's just one word.
tuberculosis is one word.
I don't know. And it sounds like such an old person thing. Tuberculosis.
No, but it does. It used to come with smoking and all of that kind of stuff. It's a breathing problem.
Ace might have tuberculosis.
He looked like he looked a little tuberculosis.
Why are we saying I would have tuberculosis?
He a little tuberculosis-y.
Yeah.
You got.
Oh, you're looking real tuberculosis today.
All right, let's check this out.
Looking real tubey.
Another thing I thought of earlier, and I've never considered it before. When you fill out papers, it should be called fill in. You fill in papers because you're filling in information onto the thing.
Yeah,
filling
that's
out.
correct. I see that.
So earlier when you were saying you were having to fill out papers to get your driver's license back after your Dewey, Alex, you should fill them in.
Who came up with the language? You should have a talk with them.
I know.
It's
not,
it wrong.
It's not the way that it came about. It's the fact that people just blindly follow it. And I never thought of that before. I usually think of things like that beforehand, but today was the first day.
You should come up with your own dictionary.
Yeah.
Wow, you should.
The TJ Webster.
It's just called the dictionary. I mean, they already made it.
Yeah, but mine wouldn't be liberal like Webster's is.
The dictionary's liberal?
Yeah, I told you that. The way they change definitions of words and all every year, they'll put new meanings.
Is
in
a
there.
thesaurus liberal?
Depends on who's making it.
Oh, wow.
Hell yes.
Everything's liberal depending upon who makes it.
Duh.
Yep. But
Don't be stupid.
no big deal. So, Ace, you use that beard hedger from Manscaped?
Yep. I love that product. It's fantastic.
Do you do anything without the guard at all on it?
No, I haven't.
You always have the guard on it?
Yeah, I always have the guard.
He's always got his guard up.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it, though. That stuff is fantastic.
Yeah, I've used the beard oil. Even though I only have a stubble,
Yeah.
I found another use for it that I like.
Ew. Okay, what use did you find for it?
I'm not even going to say it now. You just attack me all of a sudden.
Just assume
Like I've done something wrong.
I know he's rubbing it in places he shouldn't.
Such as?
My squeaky hinges on the door.
Okay, yeah.
Alexis.
Mm-hmm.
So
Skin doors.
stupid.
Your skin doors.
What is
Skin doors.
what is skin door?
Now she's officially part of the team.
Yeah. I like that,
More
though.
like your skin doors.
You want me to put that skin doors?
You oiled up your skin doors today?
Tell you what,
Why are you walking? Hurting in my skin doors. No skin doors are bothering me.
Good job, Alexis.
I like skin doors. That's pretty good.
Whew.
It's very nice.
Knock, knock.
Work. Trick or treat.
I'm a skin door-to-door salesman.
Oh, it was great.
Oh, did I tell you, Alexis, that somebody from another office that works in the building brought us your mug one day and said you had left it in the kitchen?
Oh, I did leave it there? Oh,
Your Alexis mug that
Wow.
Jody got you?
I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad we have honest people here, and there's no one else named Alexis in the building.
Yeah. No, I found it in there and brought it in.
Well, thank you.
So some of these people would have stolen it. It's because they don't, want you to have it. A bunch of racists, I'm sure.
Everybody
They'll be
in
like,
this
oh,
place.
Alexis, oh, that's the little Hispanic one. She doesn't deserve this mug.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm glad y'all are not
That's fine.
racist.
I didn't.
Well, I'm glad you finally admitted it.
I do admit, though, I could have washed it for you because I figured that's why you left it in there. You were about to wash it and then forgot. But I wasn't fooling with that shit.
Yeah, it's all crusty.
I was already
Yeah,
packed
I need to
up.
wash it.
I was already packed up.
Look at that
I'm
cool
ready to
design,
go.
though.
Mm-hmm. In the stains,
Yeah.
the design in the see, even her coffee stains in the mug are artistic.
Mm-hmm.
That's the universe and the moon and the sun.
She finds the positivity
Yeah.
in anything.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me that's not a good quality.
Oh, you mean a quality of hers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just not. It's just not true all the time.
You don't think?
Because she gets this little shitty sometimes, little attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Shitty attitude.
Mhm.
But it just means you're normal.
Mm-hmm.
Normally I'm not. It's like, oh, here she goes.
Nope.
Wearing a hat today, all disheveled. She's gonna be a.
It be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm not
3
perfect.
days a week.
At least you get 2 good days. All right, so take advantage of those days.
Yeah, those are the days you be knowing shit.
Be thankful we get the 2 good days a week.
Yeah.
I mean, just yesterday she said she was going to bulk up like Popeye and toss your ass.
I was tired.
Come
of
over
it.
there and throw your ass. It's not 100% of the time
Yeah.
positive, but it's good.
But even when I say those things, I mean it with love.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm doing this because I love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just so you're aware, it doesn't always come across that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, just know that it is.
okay.
Yeah. So when I am acting like that, it's out of love.
Good.
Don't be stupid.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using ACETJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at ACETJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs.
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very like brain type movie.
Oh,
a very like brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very like brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on ACETJTV.
On Facebook group to join. Search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
I saw this story earlier today, and then it made me want to come in and ask the question of everybody. It's a guy who is a bodybuilder, and the supplements and, quote unquote supplements that he's taken have left him just completely covered in body acne.
Oh, man.
So hypothetically, if you could have the perfect body without having to work out or diet or anything, but you had to be, that's just not on your face, but you have body acne badly.
No.
Would you do that? Would you have that body?
Really bad, and it was so embarrassing. I hated it.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine the whole body.
And let's just say back knee. Then you just have you have back knee.
No.
It's
No?
gross.
Riggins?
Yeah, I think I'd take the acne.
I would
sure.
too, because you're with clothes more than you're without them.
Yeah. And you can kind of soften it a bit.
But-
By the way, I have like really bad acne.
Yeah.
Why have such a nice body if you're not going to be showing it off all the time?
Well, because nice body or not, you're not always in places where you're going to be shirtless.
I would be.
Spoken like a dang old whore. What's the point of having a hot, sexy body if you're not going to show it off?
I'm not going to be just wearing sweatshirts all the time if I have a perfect body.
But you can eat anything you want and know that you're still going to look great in your clothes. No. Yeah, it would be tough, but yeah, I would trade it. Yeah. Would you, Rob?
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
If you could have a perfect body and not have to worry about what you eat or anything like that, but you had to have really bad back knee, or would you rather not have back knee and be like you are now?
I can't deal with back knee.
Really?
No, it's not for me.
It's not for me.
It's not for me.
Well,
guys.
you know what? Nobody actually puts it on a shopping list.
What do you want when you grow up?
Can confirm, not for me.
Yeah, the face is a different deal, but what's going to be covered by clothes most of the time? Okay, God, just to be able to. I mean, I could go to today and leave here and eat 2 pizzas if I wanted. Go Papa John's and get them.
Yeah.
Eat them in the parking lot.
You can hide your back.
And then you got boils on your back. No.
Man, that'd be awesome. Just go to Papa John's and get a pizza, just pull over to the parking spot and just sit there and eat.
Hell yeah. I've done that many times with other fast food places and stuff. Just pull over and eat it in the parking lot. Yeah, I mean, it would suck, that one part of it, but the rest of it, I think, would outweigh it. Not having to have a baseball bat with you all the time to help get you up out of the chair when it's time to...
Okay. No, I would cry of
Use it
how
like a
embarrassed
shepherd's
I
hook?
was of it.
Hmm?
It would make me cry.
Yeah. You think your answer would be different if you were fat?
Fatter.
If you were like really fat.
Perhaps.
What would you say if you were fat?
Ask me like 2 weeks into the diet, I might change my mind.
Yeah, you might
be like,
when you're
"That's
sitting around
sad."
there just angry as hell all
I'll
the
take
time.
all the acne everywhere. I'll take knee acne, elbow acne, all
It's easy for you to say since you're not fat yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking I could find ways to either hide my back, or, soften the blow like before. By the way.
I'm looking at it from a standpoint of being married 28 years too. I mean,
yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Now
I'm not out trying to get anybody.
Right.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But even then, I mean, I could leave an undershirt on all the time. You know, people, you know, the dermatology industry has gotten everybody so terrified of the sun. It wouldn't even be, you know, unusual to be swimming in a shirt or be out at the pool in a sleeveless T-shirt.
That's true.
You know, guns blazing, looking all cut
and pimply.
Not
you
the
can't
arms.
see the pimples.
Oh.
Just on the back.
Yeah, back and shoulders.
If that were the case, though, I would constantly be wiping my face with the bottom of my shirt.
Yeah, right.
To just be like, oh, I'm so sweaty today for whatever reason. Oh, just to expose the abs that were clean.
Those translucent abs. You need to keep your shirt on. You won't get sunburnt.
Look at this.
It's true. You can't be out there like that.
I agreed with you. I was on your side on this thing.
I'm on your side too. I'm protecting your white. I'm protecting your white skin.
Your pearlescent skin is in jeopardy.
Them white abs.
Translucent.
Translucent abs. Keep your shirt on.
The biscuit white abs.
Abs looking like sauteed onions. Translucent. Damn.
Your epidermis is see-through.
She's stupid.
I know.
Whatever.
What you gonna do with those white abs?
What you gonna do with that white abs?
You can't even raise your shirt up to wipe sweat.
I hope you get
Burn
a flat, I hope you get a flat tire on the way home, and nobody else is available. And you call me, and I'm like, "Can you come help me?" I could, but I don't think I am.
You can't expose your translucent abs to the sun for 1 second.
Nope. You get sunburnt.
I cannot be out there changing your tire.
Instant.
I'd get sunburned. Sorry.
They gonna call the police when they see you go away.
You invisible.
You like a floating head.
Floating head and back knee.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Just a little Friday humor.
I might even, if that were me, I'd walk around with, I'd get these big pieces of, wide pieces of tape, or like the stuff you line your drawers with when you're putting your silverware in and all that. Get those on my back. So then I could tan my front.
Man, Alexis, you had back knee?
A horrible
so she
back
was cutting
knee.
her own hair, back knee.
I was gross.
And like wearing a necklace, trying to get the boy in church to take. She's like, God, oh, goodness. I mean, God was. You were going to church all the time. He was not kind to you.
Not at all.
He's like, I see you, but this is what you get.
She cut her bangs.
It was like little curly cues like this sticking up.
Holy cow.
I wish I had a picture so I could show y'all. That was not a good time in my life.
And your mom making all your clothes.
And my mom making me wear a uniform.
Just piled up against you. It was not working in your favor.
No wonder you're trying to fantasize about living in outer space all the time.
Holy cow.
I gotta escape this shit.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here at 18. I'm leaving.
I gotta go. Yeah, man. That was hard.
I bet it was hard for people to look at you. It's like,
Little grandma.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All share.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on AceTJ TV. All material copyright